Okay, I think that's everything. Let me get out. How about now?
Test me.
Okay,
Test me.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay.
There you go.
Let me
Perfect.
get out. How about now?
Test me.
Yeah,
Test me.
Mute.
Alright, ready up,
Fine.
James. Keep ready up.
Okay. You're not faster.
I'm gonna kick you out, James. I'm gonna kick you.
Ready up?
James,
Ready
do it one
up?
more time, I dare you.
You. How much you will give me? Hold on. What score we're going? Hold on.
2.7. We're 2.7.
Okay.
Alright, I
fine,
can hear
you
you,
two.
but no gameplay. What?
Oh, he just has his music low. You just have your music low, that's the only thing.
Yeah, Prime says the game audio is there. You just have to probably turn it up. Because my music's not the loudest anyways, but... I thought the
And
settings
I'm not
got
the only
restored.
a tier 2 Italian.
I mean, I usually am only the only Italian, even though I'm not really
Prime, for
Italian
some
in real
reason,
life.
Only... It's...
Russian.
Also,
No,
I
yeah,
found
yeah.
an amazing mod
No
for Red
Russian.
Alert 3.
No Russian,
Nice,
James. No Russian.
nice.
James, no
Prime.
Russian. No
Yeah, Prime's
Russian.
the only...
But yeah, sorry
No,
for the
no
weird
Russian.
start. We're trying to get back into this. My colors are different, too.
Are not bad news and good news.
What?
The bad news is the good news is we're gonna be able to do streams. The bad news is it's gonna be very short.
I mean, that's fine. By the way,
Never
everyone, I just
cared
want to
about
let
it.
everyone know tonight
20
is
minutes.
tonight is a test stream that is more of just for me to test my system's streaming capabilities, the new system, see how it is, get everything set up the way it was. The camera's still not set up. I'll have to do that next time. My colors are different. That's the thing that baffles me. And that's what I was about to go look. Because I was about to go see, is my HDMI mode actually enabled? My little, 4K mode? It might not be. If it isn't, then I need to turn that shit on.
Or not, you know what's amazing?
It looks so different than the last
The
one.
Gabos.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah,
The goggles are
It,
amazing.
that's a
What
new
happened
faction called the Celestial Empire China. Nice!
China?
China.
China.
It's Chinese chicken.
Well, what happened
Oh.
first? Prime leaves or we find a match?
We find a match. If it's gonna take 20 minutes to find a match, then, yeah.
Then we won't be able to do War Thunder anyways.
Yeah.
We could
That's
do
too
league.
long to
Shout
just
out.
look for a match.
We could do league.
No, I don't have everything hooked up for that right now, James. I'd have to
Gotcha.
change over mics and stuff. The mod is still in development and it has a backstory for the Celestial Empire. Nice.
Or not.
Mm.
Or not. So are you gonna do the thing later on tonight? You know the thing?
I'm not streaming it if that's what you're
Well, not
asking.
streaming it, but the thing.
I will to warm up for the new DLC, yeah. Because if you are correct about what you told me, then this will be a good practice run.
Because, he said that
Make that
new
start so
mechanics
much
were
easier.
added for the Gobos and,
Wait a
Orc
minute.
Boys.
Question. But do I get the new mechanics until now? Okay. Do I get them now though?
Ooh.
Because the DLC's not out.
I don't know.
Not for
Yeah,
me.
that's true. You might not be able to because the DLC's not out technically.
I guess we'll find out. If it's not, then we'll just quit. But if it is, I'm gonna
Aw.
practice. Because practicing without it's not gonna do me any good. So, because I want me a Spider Queen for my Skarsnik. Skarsnik benefits from spider armies. I've never been able to make a real one. Now I can. It's just gonna be literally an army of spiders.
Okay, I'm weirded out because you hate but love everything.
I do.
Everything you hate, you're obsessed with. You hate spiders with a passion. You love building. You built a hex deck with them. You built freaking. You're gonna build Skarsnik that way. Freaking rats, the Skaven and orcs are everything Guardian Corps is against.
That's true.
Yet you play them.
I do. Yet I suck with the Empire.
Oh my god, James is right.
Hmm? Oh.
James, I hate you and your ironic fucking things.
Ooh, you gotta go.
Thank
don't
you, I love it too.
Yes,
That's
yes,
fine.
I do. Yes,
just
yes,
quit
I very much
the
do.
application and make me leader.
I don't think I have to. Okay, okay. Good luck on your stream, guys.
Bye.
He hasn't left.
He did. Ready up. It's grayed out. He did.
I called it as well. I called it as well.
Welcome back, everybody. As ironically, James tells the future. James is now a psychic. It's confirmed.
Hold on, the psychic dwarf then.
Oh God! Please stop. That's just bad.
I do.
You're a chaos touch. No. I just realized you're a chaos dwarf. Chaos dwarves, I think, have psychic powers.
I like that.
I think Bonesinger have to correct me on this, or Darius, but I think don't chaos dwarves have psychic abilities?
Just to let you know, Darius just showed me 40k dwarves.
There's 40k dwarves. What? There's not 40k dwarves, are they? Are there now? Oh, there might be now. I did hear something about maybe that might become
have a
a
look
thing.
At Discord. Darius posted a picture.
Oh, he did? Is this just a concept, or is this a thing? Bonesinger?
I don't know.
All the original factions get new units and upgrading existing units as well. I'm gonna look at the Discord while we wait.
I don't know if it's a real thing or not, no, but I love that. They look amazing. They look a bit like Rambo. Did you send it to the
main Discord or just to you?
No, main Discord. God
dang this mouse, stop fucking sliding. Excuse my language, everybody.
Oh shit, I need to turn off my PC. Oh god.
I keep mine on because I use it to look at the stuff.
No, because I need to turn it off because I...
Where do you see 40k dwarves?
Where Darius posted it.
Oh, there they are. Wait a minute. Are they actually dwarves or they work for the Royal Guard? The guardsmen?
They don't...
Jesus,
no.
why is that Smurf killing that? Is that Chaos Smurf? Why is that Smurf killing that Blood Angel? Jeez.
Oh yeah, Darius posted a Gundam orc, I think.
A Gundam what?
An orc.
Oh no, that's not a Gundam orc. That's just an orc in a giant mech suit. That's legit. Those things exist. That's what the war bosses tend to be in the future.
I don't know, I suppose or Darius, I don't know.
Alright, 40k dwarves are a thing, but they're an endangered species. Really? I'm mad! Because the Skaven never made it to 40k, but yet, the dwarves are an endangered species. Blame the Tyranids. So it's the Tyranids what made them almost dead. Blame the Tyranids for wiping out the lore with them. Wiping the floor with them. That's what you meant to say. That is hilarious, but still, it's like, really? There's 40k dwarves, but the Skaven didn't make it at all. Frick. That sucks.
My dwarves made it.
Why the dwarves gotta make it, but the Skaven don't? I get it, Skaven are squishy. But come on, we all know if Ikit had lived long enough, well, let's say Ikit existed in 40k lore and not fantasy. We all know he would have built some ridiculous stuff. Oh, Beastmen made it, though. Yeah, but aren't they just a part of Chaos, though? They're not their own thing. The Beastmen in 40k, aren't they just Chaos? Like, they're just a subsidiary to Chaos, like they're not their own faction directly. Beastmen are the Imperium. Wait, the Beastmen joined the Imperium? How? Why? I feel like that seems a bit weird, considering the Beastmen are about violence and gore and nastiness. Wow. God, to look this up. I know it's a thing. I want to see what this looks like. Why? That's a topsy-turvy flip you didn't see coming. They're a part of the Imperium, same as the dwarves. So both of them are a part of the Royal Guard. They're all subsidiaries of the Royal Guard and the Imperium. Because they look like they had guardsman armor on, those dwarves. Just their own variation. That makes sense, but that doesn't technically make them their own faction. Oh, Beastmen and 40k are way smarter. Oh. I guess in that case, then yeah, why, if you're a smart person, why would you join Chaos? So I guess that's true. That's cool. I actually want to look this up now. I didn't know the Beastmen even had subsidiaries. Are those like the ogres or something like that? That are in the Royal Guard? I don't know. I don't know enough about Beastmen and 40k. Some join Chaos. Some of them. Okay. Interesting. I'm intrigued now, actually. Still mad there's no Skaven. This is why I like fantasy a little bit better, because all the species you want to still be intact are still intact. Even though they're not linked lore-wise directly. Or, like, canon-wise, I should say. It's just like, damn it. But, by the way, welcome everybody. I hope we can get a match. I don't want this to just be a stream of us just sitting here on the freaking start screen.
Although, what 40k dwarves like now in 40k? Are they more powerful, they're more machines, or they're like...
Oh, look. He even listened. She said, Game Workshop are thinking of a way of bringing the dwarfs back in 40k.
Yes.
But where's my Skaven?
No one cares. No one cares. I want the dwarves.
Oh, man.
I like you, but my dwarves are my priority. Thank you for bringing the dwarves back. I appreciate that.
Well, they're thinking of it, James. They haven't said they're gonna.
I don't...
They're trying to think of a way of doing it legitly without being dumb about it and messing up the story. Exactly! But find a way to make them stronger. You're not going to sit there and tell me, other than the writer's decision, which is fine, it's their decision. Yay, we got a match. You're not going to sit there and tell me that someone, even though the lores aren't linked, if the rats can have someone like Ickit, well, see, that's my problem with that. That's why I don't like 40k Skaven. They're stupid. They're not supposed to be that stupid. If you're going to sit there and tell me in your other lore, even though they're not connected, in fantasy, you have someone like Ickit, who perfected a nuclear bomb made out of plague, that they're not gonna know how to build spaceships? If orcs can build a spaceship, a rat can build a spaceship.
Question out though.
That's just the writers being dumb and making the Skaven weak on their own choice. So, Malix, what's up?
Would Gundam be classed as 40k, or would it be classed as something higher?
Did you say Gundam?
Yes, I did say Gundam.
Gundam's not in the same series, but yeah, I mean, it would be classified as high as 40k. Probably about the same. Y'all notice the difference, right? Graphically, this looks different. Did they update something while my PS4 broke?
No, you have your HD thingy turned off.
Do you really think so?
Mine doesn't look like that.
No, not on the stream. You're not gonna be able to see what it properly looks on stream. You should see.
Oh shit.
You should see how. I don't know if this is better looking or. It's hard to tell because y'all can't see the detail on stream because it's kind of splotchy over there. Oh, God, I didn't turn. Oh, I'm dead. I am very rusty.
Oh God. Oh
Oops.
God, I crashed.
Explosion. Super, I already read that part. Okay.
But here's what I'm thinking. What if dwarves actually the original founders of Gundanium?
No, James. And one, Gundanium's in a different universe, and there are no dwarves in the Gundam universe. Well, I could do. You're trying to.
Hey,
He's
man.
like, yes, dwarves built Gundanium. Not even Chaos wants them. But see, that's just writer decision, though. That's why I'm saying we need to bring the Skaven into 40K. Because it's stupid that every other species has a version of themselves, except for maybe the vampires. Other than the vampires, it's stupid there's no version of the Skaven in 40K that aren't dumb and caveman-like. Also, why am I driving faster? What is happening? Why does this feel like a different game?
Well, you're in a medium right tank.
Game, I'm talking. That has nothing to do with it. I was playing the same tanks on the other system.
Actually, now you mentioned about details, there are a lot more shadows.
It's confusing. I'm actually having a harder time spawning things right now. Just saying.
Oh hi, you're in what I would class as an AA.
What? I'm not an AA. You're in an AA. I'm in a destroyer.
I know, but your vehicle looks like an AA.
I'm a little tiny wheel destroyer. This thing is super fast now. What happened? Was that system just that broken that I got?
Maybe.
Maybe I had a maybe I did literally have a huge like 2 lemons in a row. Maybe this is a good sign though, because maybe this thing will last me forever. Not forever, but you get it. Actually, I kind of like this new lighting. It makes it easier to differentiate things.
No, if you see how I'm in class as an AA, look how much big difference.
Yeah, I know. I'm a tiny wheel destroyer. I'm going this way, Vince.
So I'll be staying at B because I can't do much.
I mean, we're just gonna guard. I'm just checking sides. Shit!
You okay?
Bad guy incoming. Oh!
I saw that. That was a good shot.
No, they changed something. Did y'all see how realistic that explosion was?
Ah, I'm being shot from behind. Ah, look, there's a guy here. There's a guy here. There's a guy.
I'm coming. Oh, James dead. No, where is he?
He's coming around that corner right now.
Which corner? James Grid. Is he coming up the hill or what?
Well, I died.
Oh
so
shit.
He's up there. He's coming to B.
Oh, I did bounced. I'm dead. Shoot!
Okay, this is my other thing.
I'll say this, Space Marine vampires.
And the dwarves was more advanced than the Imperium until the traitor Regis and the tyrants pulled them out of existence, and the orcs on one occasion. Ooh.
Where am I Skaven? No, I'm Skaven. So now she's even telling me there's vampires. No! So we're literally the only species who has no space version of itself is freaking Skaven. That's very maddening.
Arda, we were so supreme that all the other empires kicked us all out. We were so advanced.
I read it, dude.
I love that.
Camera shakes a little bit now. I don't like how
Jesus.
jumpy the camera is now.
I'm pretty sure they must have changed so. Although I am going downhill, so I am going quicker.
Well, the animation is weird. It's like it's funny. It's like some kind of massive update dropped as my system died because also hi SU-57. I don't know, it just feels like the animations, the motion animations, the textures on the vehicles, when explosions happen, when you hit ammo now, that was ridiculously loud and realistic in my ears when I blew up that dude's ammo.
Just let me know when you see enemies, because I can't...
I'm watching this SU-57. I don't remember this truck.
Where is he?
Oops. How did I do that? How did I do that? Everything's easier, almost like... No. I don't know what to lay the finger on.
Oh yeah, just to let you know, I won a match by being upside down. Of World of Tanks.
Wait, oh no, you're gonna hate me for this? Chaos Wars was in 40k, but got exterminated during the Horus Heresy. Damn it! I mean, I don't hate you. Why would I hate you, Bone Singer? I just hate the fact the Skaven are so underchanged in 40k. You got Ikit, who was the most advanced technological person in fantasy, and he's a rat. He has nukes and bombs that blow up entire settlements and cities, yet there's no 40k rats. It's really weird. Just saying. I mean, there's not much I can do about it. It's really weird. Yeah, look at how detailed the tank is. What the fuck? Whoa. Wait, stop moving, James. I'm looking down your barrel. Oh, shit. You have rifling. Holy crap. Something happened while I was gone.
I'm moving now.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. What the fuck? You almost shot your teammate.
No, there's something over here. I can say that.
That's weird. The Crusaders cannon bigger. I'm confused.
Crusaders always look like that.
I don't think your nose was always that fat. I don't think it was always that had that diameter. I have no idea. Something changed while we were gone, James. I'm not complaining because I got to kill immediately, even though I'm still, even though I'm rusty. Oh, down the bridge, James. To your right.
Oh, I see that. There's
two of them. There's a crew. There's someone coming up on you, and then there's another AA. Yeah, look. There's the destroyer's on the bridge. He just went to your left.
Actually,
he's dead. He's dead. He just got one-shotted. They might have changed the damage models too. Some of these vehicles are getting one-shotted instantly now. I'm wondering if they changed the damage models now. Finally, like they're completely like realistic now. Like there's a good chance you're gonna get one-shotted in any tank now. But a little tiny car like that, yeah, in real life, that thing would get obliterated from a cannon. If it gets hit and locked down. Just like it happened to me.
And maybe they found the problem with British, it didn't have a bigger barrel.
Well, I will tell you right now, personally playing the tier you're on, I'm still stuck on the tier you're on right now. Or I was. Because they can never get any kills. Ooh, I want to go check out this Sherman. I just saw an M4A3. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, look how fast it is. Dude, some major stuff changed while we were gone.
Oh, those leak happened, so...
Yeah, we got wrapped up, well, and my console happened.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that.
I like this. Oh, wow, who's that dude running down the mountain at full speed? Towards an M4 blindly without paying attention. Oh! Sneak attack! Good job, Sherman. Boom! Yeah, oh yeah, the Shermans behave like Shermans! Yay! I might go back to Americans at some point then. The Beastman got a named character. GW discussion 40k lore. Alright, now what should we do? Person 1, more Space Marines. Person 2, more Chaos. Person 3, expand Skaven lore. Gets thrown out window. That's messed up, man! Expand the Skaven lore. I will say it until I die. Expand the Skaven lore.
Nah, you shouldn't. You should expand more dwarves.
Oh, yes! Y'all seeing this, right? This Sherman's deflecting all the shots off of his front. Yes! I think they gave us our true damage models back that we used to have. Yeah!
I'm just sitting here, doing nothing.
Are you dead?
No,
Oh.
but I have another tank left.
I died. I did bad.
I need sauce for that.
But hey, I'm not gonna lie. I like these improvements. War Thunder just keeps getting better and better. It is now the quintessential best tank game, in my opinion, around. Like it's getting to, just like I say, like the best MOBA is League. To me, the best free-to-play combat vehicle game for tanks will be specific. For tanks is War Thunder. Now, if you want to build your own vehicle, go with Gaijin's other baby. Cross out.
Oh, it's good. No, gosh, that's my baby. You leave my baby alone.
I said Gaijin's other baby. Because this is more for tanks. Having fun with tanks, stuff like that. Wow, I only got 1 kill and earned 500 XP. That's quite impressive considering I have no boosters on.
Oh, I could oh, I can't reset.
Huh.
God damn.
Ooh, I got my new destroyer. Yes! Yes! Yes, James, yes!
No one cares.
Don't tell me no one cares. I care!
I was, you have own personal notification, reduce your personal, yeah, fuck, I don't give a shit. Oh, I don't care.
Let's get the P40 first. We want our main battle tank to go first.
Oh yeah, I have a boost activated.
See, I don't. But I made like 500. I didn't mean to do that. I am gonna activate one though. Oh god, all my boosters expired. Except for the one that... Well, it's because I've been gone so long. Well, I'll just have to earn more over the next couple of days. It's fine. I've still got to research when I can activate.
My Matilda's fully modified. My Crusader hasn't.
So, 76. This is the destroyer. So the gunner is going to need a lot more targeting.
Wasn't the Matilda barrel thicker?
Actually, no. No, the Matilda's always had a thin barrel. So is the Crusader, but it feels like it might be slightly thicker. Then maybe their models weren't exactly accurate and they fixed it. I don't know.
Oh no, don't freak out, but the dwarves used to have models and vehicles. Yeah.
What I really hope are not... Oh, they did?
What I really hope they gives the dwarves is up-to-date models. Yeah, I agree as well. Everyone should have up-to-date
yeah, I mean, I'll get that. If the dwarfs lead me to getting the Skaven somehow into 40k, because the dwarfs weren't there to begin with either, then yeah.
Do you know what I have to survive 40k in order for you to make it in? You're scared to make it in.
I don't want to think about it.
Hey man, you'll have to look at us as an ally, because we made you.
It's like, I don't want to think about it.
We made you. We can easily take that away.
We made you!
Unless the Skaven team up with the dwarves, and then the dwarves survive extinction, and also help the rats start up their own 40k
thing. We made you! We can break you!
Or the other thing they could do is make Skaven and dwarves like an allies to each other to help each other.
But dang. Oh!
Don't ask me how you say his name either.
Oh no. It's fine. Also, welcome everybody. Welcome. But we're finally back on PlayStation. We're gonna be still doing PC stuff as well. But I wanted to break in this console and give it a real test at what it's capable of. Sometimes I wonder if I was sold a fake PS4 Pro on that last one.
Yeah.
Because this feels night and day than that last one. Like, something feels generally already different about this one than the other one. Wonder what Final Fantasy is going to look like then. Was I never running in HDMI mode that whole time? Like, was it broken when I got it? If so, never buy from Walmart and Target. At least not electronics, anyways. This one came from online, internet, GameStop, delivered to my house. Different than what I got. Alright, now I want to hear how my Tiberium Wars match against Darius. Yeah, sure. We gotta wait for a match anyways. We had the mod Tiberium Essence. I cannot speak English tonight because my brain is still waking up. But oh, is that what they were asking for, Bone Singer? I didn't know if that's what they meant. Hello, welcome, Ethan Martin. Welcome. Welcome to some more War Thunder on an actual PlayStation Pro. It feels like the last one might have been either extremely wounded when I got it.
Hold on, Artop. The ironic thing is, you're now experiencing what my PlayStation runs all the time.
Well, here's what I'm gonna laugh at. I'm gonna laugh if I've actually never had a Pro. Like, all these times somehow. What is wrong with you? You okay, Alex? Alex. That was weird. He was GDI, I was Nod. Nice. I think I remember him talking about that. That's awesome. Oh, that's how y'all had mammoth tanks. Oh, you used a mod. Ah. I was like, oof, mammoth tanks. I remember those fun things. I lost badly. Yeah, you lost to mammoth tanks. Mammoth tanks are ungodly strong.
Wow.
But
wait, what is? Hold on. Did you even know the up-to-date models? What does your model tanks look like?
I don't know. I don't have. Whoa, that's true. That is good. That is a good point. Wonder what my XM1 and my Leopard that I used to kill you in Prime, even though Prime managed to kill me.
And I somehow survived it.
In a what's it called? M8. Yeah, it was the M8. No.
How about you try that? I want to see how it looks.
Maybe at the end. Just to check out the new graphics.
I'll have to go my 1-3 that I have.
Well, we're not going to be fighting. It's a 1v1 against an Abrams and a Leopard 1 is not a good idea. Not unless you have equally as strong as tank. He had the Mammoth MK2 from Tiberium Wars 2, Firestorm, and the Titan in the Wolverines. Oh. So everything, basically. He had all the things the GDI are known for. That's kind of scary. Mammoth MK2s are massive. You're talking about a tank that can just bore right through anything. Unless it's outnumbered, but even then, if you give it any type of support with that thing, goodbye. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. I do wonder if sometimes I had a fake PS4. Like, maybe I was sold a regular PS4, or at least the insides for a regular PS4. Like, someone took the outer shell. I think it was just broken, but this is what it feels like. But it felt like someone took the outer shell of a Pro, but put regular PS4 parts on the inside. And gave it a lesser power system, so the power cell couldn't maintain it. So it just... He had a ton of zone troopers. Oof. It sounds like you weren't going to win that to begin with. It depends on what you... I mean, I would imagine Nod gets all its units. But it's hot. I want to say this. It's harder to play as Nod than it is GDI. The Brotherhood of Nod is extremely difficult to learn how to be good with. Because their units are really awkward in sometimes. And how they're used and where they need to be in placement inside the little blob of doom. As most RTSs did back then. Nod's weird. GDI can just spam mammoths and other things and win. Regular mammoth tanks and a freaking Kodiak. Yeah, that's right there. That's what I usually have. I usually have a Kodiak airship with them. Because if you can give them any type of gun support, those mammoth tanks aren't going to die. At least not easily. It'll take forever to kill one. And by the time you kill one, you're going to lose so many units. So many units. I will say they still need, even though they improved the textures and graphics, it feels like, kind of hope they improved the matchmaking with squads at some point. Takes forever to get a match. It feels like Gundam. Regular mammoth. Oh, I already read that. And a rig nearby. Oof. See, I remember those days. Command and Conquer is probably one of the best. Other than maybe, what was that other one called? I always forget what it's called. Not Planetfall, the other one. It's not a turn-based strategy. The one, Homeworld. There we go. Homeworld and Command and Conquer, and technically the Dawn of War series back in the day, were the kings of the castle. They were everything. They were so much fun to play. They were simple, but yeah, hard to play. Unless you got good with your units. Or you were playing with the GDI in this case. That sounds like a strategy. Other than the mods that y'all were using, that sounds like a strategy I used all the time. Because the rigs are really important if you know where to use them at. They'll make it almost impossible to push a GDI army backwards. Let's go sniper again, shall we? But first, let's tear down these high explosives to 5.
Actually, I want to go my no, I want to go my Let's
only kill one mammoth and a couple zone troopers. Yep, that's about how it is. Alright, we're gonna go... Ooh, actually, maybe we want to head towards A. Turn around, James. Because I can snipe into A. Thanks for helping me. You're still bigger than me. That's hilarious. A.
I'm trying to go to A. You're in my way.
Well, stop turning. You're pushing me.
You're in my way.
I pushed it in the way.
Oh, someone's at A.
I put A in the way.
I put A in the way.
Uh-oh. How do I...
Uh-oh.
How do I repair?
Oh my god, you need a crew. I think you need a crew pusher to repair.
No, not crew. That's different. I don't know if I have toolkits, that's why. I'll see if it's a thing after this. I just realized I don't know how to repair.
Wait, did I just damage you?
No.
Oh, I see that.
I'm good, don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna go up to B. It's nice into A.
What was that? Oh,
can I make it up there?
I'll have to go face
Something
forward.
Feels different. Something does generally feel different. I cannot put my toe on it. But something...
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm dead.
What happened?
I suck sniped? Is what happens right now. I'm telling you, I'm really out of practice. It's been days. It had been a whole week now since I played. I need to be I need to be thinking ahead, and I'm not.
Wait a minute. I reflected that bullet off. What happened? Oh, I'm reflecting bullets off. British
Because
armor.
you're moving and you're not getting a full broadside. It makes sense. He sent his commando in first to murder my rockets and disable my avatar. All the avatars went down. Yeah, and that's what I said about Nod. If once you know Nod's weaknesses, oh, I saw that. Dude, the explosions for ammo explosions is amazing.
Do you know what the ammo is? Located right underneath my crew, and I got killed by a...
I'm trying to see if that German destroyer is still there. I don't see them. Huh. We are not winning at A. We might want to just push to B, but I'm gonna get sniped if I do that again. I'm looking for this destroyer that killed me.
No, I did do it for the rocks. Or the one who killed me. Wait, is that him?
No, I thought it was him. He's in between those silos, I think, somewhere hiding. Waiting for someone to head up to B. Like, you can only see him if you're running up to B, which will get you killed. So I'm gonna try to sneak up on this area. We'll use my binoculars to keep looking out the distance for anyone coming over the hills.
I'll keep an eye on that silo.
Someone's dropping some arty over here. Oh, up there, wait, is that a person? Oh shit, oh it is! Up at the water tower to our left. How did that undamage him?
Oh, there.
Got him.
Oh, I didn't.
I think my system, either they updated something or my system was a pure broken system when I bought it. Oh, there he is! Where did that come from? Right there, James!
I knew he was somewhere near those rocks.
Jesus, he got me twice like that. Damn it. Luckily, that got me enough points to come into my destroyer. I'm gonna try to come to A. Slowly go towards A, but watch your back and your side. I'll meet you over there. I'm on my way.
What I'm gonna do? I don't trust this.
You know what it feels like, James? It feels like this is now War Thunder mixed with Armored Warfare. Not because of the modern tanks, but now mechanically, other than the realistic models where they shoot you if they kill you in one shot or not, the motion feels like the animations feel Armored Warfare-like. But it has War Thunder's damage models. Gaijin, you're doing a good job! This is what I want to see!
I don't know. What if I told you I somehow got stuck? Oh.
How? Oh, there you go. Don't try to go up on the rocks. We're trying to... Oh, someone's shooting at you, James.
Oh, I see that.
I don't see them. Spot them. Oh, wait, yes I do. Yes I do.
Whoa. He's behind the rock.
I saw that.
Do you see my big flame? That was amazing.
I do. I need to wait for him to come out from behind the rock. I can't move.
Shit again.
It's probably the same guy. Our team's doing really bad. They keep rushing all C. And they're still not winning, technically, even rushing C like that. This dude likes to camp.
Should we go up to B? Should I get in the way up?
Yeah, you had to be. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
So I am in a heavy tank now.
If we don't do something fast,
They made the
Got him. Golf him.
Oh, the Matilda is so slow.
It is. That's the worst tank you'll have to deal with in your tier. Also,
Yeah,
the tire
okay.
tracks like Mud Runners stay here. What? Oh, wait. That's good. Because in snowy biomes and sandy biomes, you could track somebody who's hiding. Dude, War Thunder, what?
Maybe they got inspiration from SnowRunner. Or Mud Runner.
Whoa. If you want, I can get the game for you, Darius. Owe me $20. What'd I miss? Oh, what? I mean, if you want, yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, but I'm not gonna... Oh, God. Someone shot at me. Hold on. Emergency. I'm dead.
I'm nowhere near B. I'm nowhere near B because I was slow distance.
Ah, it was a Panzer. I figured it was really good at shooting. But yeah, I mean, now it's got, like, real physics. I like that. It always had real damage models, but now they feel more... Now they feel more accurate, more realistic. I don't know, everything's better. SnowRunner, also War Thunder came out in 2012. That... Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Also, welcome Flying Whilst Falling. When a game comes out, it doesn't mean anything. A multiplayer game constantly updates. That's a P40 right there. Yeah, a multiplayer game constantly updates. So technically multiplayer games have a better shelf life than most single-player games. Or single-player co-op games. Because they can continue updating the game, making it better over time. Because look at that, the tracks are still there. That's not normal. That didn't used to happen. They would disappear. I think it's after like 10 seconds. This means if you were coming up on a territory from behind, flanking, and you saw tread tracks leading to... You saw tracks and wheel tracks leading to the area. Like, look, my tracks are still there. So if you saw wheel tracks leading to this position, you'll know, oh, somebody's already been here. Let me follow these and get behind him. Yeah, but the tracks disappear after 10 seconds flying while falling. Or they used to. Like, they would be there, but they'd only last for like maybe 10 seconds at most, and then the tracks would kind of start fading away. But these have not faded at all. Like, they're permanently there, it feels like. I've been sitting here how long now? It spawned into this body, observing this bad guy right here. Also, James, there's someone camping behind a rocket. Hey, it's a P40.
I got killed.
Oh. Well, should we just go back to hangar?
Yeah, cause all my tanks are out.
All your tanks are gone? Alright. Let's see. I've played War Thunder for so long that I remember playing the 3 original nations, and now and how there used to be bomb bases in Tank RB. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, I remember that. That was way back in the day. I've played War Thunder since day one on PlayStation. Like, a long time ago. Ever since War Thunder first hit PlayStation, I've been playing on and off ever since then. I don't play it for very long sometimes because it does get repetitive after a while. But technically, I do play it quite often when I am playing it. I haven't been playing it recently because my PlayStation died. The one I was talking about during the stream. It did. How about Red Alert 3 instead? Let me see. What I miss, Bone Singer? I mean, Red Alert 3 is good too. Yo, Tam King! Sup, bro? Welcome, welcome. Welcome.
Wait.
But welcome, bro. I think I might have legit had a lemon, Tam King. War Thunder came out for PS4 almost 3 years after the release for PC. Yeah, I know it did. I never played it on PC, though. So I came in when they first came to console. When they already had planes and tanks. And well, 6 years have passed, and WT for PS4 is still not optimized. It is. No, yeah, it is. I don't know what you're talking about. It even has standard controls for stuff now. Because I remember you couldn't use binoculars, you couldn't do range finding. Now, range finding you still have to manually assign a button to. But binoculars now, because I got to test this with my new system, binoculars now have a standard button. They have a standard control button on the key, on the gamepad. They didn't used to. You used to have to assign them yourself. I still changed it because I prefer my setup that I had than what the default setup is, especially since I'm handicapped. My setup is still better than that one. But that being said, it does have, other than range finding and target distance control in your scope, other than that, everything has a standard button now. So I'll give them that. It took them a while, but they got it. Point is, PC players still dominate the game, mostly because a mouse and keyboard is the way to play besides joysticks. Now that's personal preference, flying while falling. It's also a myth, because if you're on PC and you modify your gamepad like I do, not for this one. This is on console. I can't modify my gamepad. But if I were to play War Thunder PC and modify my gamepad and its sensitivity on how I play with it, it'd be as good as a mouse and a keyboard. There's no real difference. The only games that really have differences when it comes to console versus PC version are strategy games, like real-time strategy, because there's just so many buttons that usually the console doesn't have enough. They usually have to do multiple buttons do one thing when it comes to like strategy games. Those are still the biggest issue on console, getting them like versus PC. I'll still play with a mouse and a keyboard on strategy over a joystick because there's no optimal way, in my opinion, to play a strategy properly. At least, not easily anyways. I think the only example to this is Stellaris so far that has proven that it is possible, but unless you spend a lot of time really on those controls, it'll be kind of wonky. But yeah, Stellaris is a blast. I have it on PC now though. I had it on console, but since they gave console so little DLC and we're still like so far behind the PC version, I still just play Stellaris on PC now. Can't modify a keyboard in World of Warships. I tried for hours. No, you can't. World of Warships is one of those odd examples where the controls inside of it aren't really workable. They're kind of finicky and they are what they are. Let me see. What do I want? What is this? This is my MBT, so crew replenishment rate. Then after that, we'll go for smoke grenades. Purchase that. Modifications are done for that.
I said, no. We would have gone 3, but I need 55,000.
What do you mean 3? I don't have rank 3 or 3.0s yet. I'm working my way there. Chill out.
I do.
I know, I don't. Chill out. Not on Italy anyways. Don't make me get my Germans.
Hey.
Or my Americans. Technically they're pretty high too. And my Russians.
You want to flex? Go on, flex.
I mean, I could. I'll just go pull out my... I mean, they're premium, sadly, but I'll pull out my XM1 and my Leopard 1 on you. I just started using joysticks for War Thunder. I'm almost level 100 now, so I figured that I would dabble in sim games. Oh, simulation games? I'm nowhere near that. As you can see at the top, I'm barely level 30. I play this game on and off every year. I spend like half a year grinding sometimes, and then I quit for the other half of the year for a while. This game's a love-hate relationship with me. I love it, but sometimes it can be a pain. But, hey, Wizard! Welcome! I'm still helping mod Stellaris. Yes, you are, Bone Singer, you are. Wizard, welcome. But yeah, I'm on and off this game constantly. That's why I'm not at Modern Tanks yet, and I should be. I've been sub since 2017, so yeah, I'm aware. Oh, you have? Oh, nice! Oh, nice! That's cool.
Wow.
You must have had
Wow,
a...
you didn't notice it.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
he might have had a different name. Also, it's been a while since I probably talked to him. But, oh, nice. Well, thank you, bro. Thank you. If I didn't say it before, thank you, bro.
Ooh.
Original name. Oh! It's S.O. Welcome, S.O. I see. That's what I'm saying. He changed his name probably. Most people do at least once. So...
I like how
I mean,
he just went in and never told you. I'm like, yeah, he'll recognize me.
Well, I mean, I haven't played War Thunder technically regularly on the channel in quite a while. I played it for those couple of weeks before my PS4 died, regularly. But before that, it'd been like 2 years almost.
Oh, I'm gonna see.
I have to go look
notifications,
actually. Yeah, I did a channel rebranding. Nice. Awesome. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes. I think I'll be fine with what I will have for probably who I am now. But I've had the name Ardnot for years before I was even a YouTuber. So that's probably why I'll never change mine. Since I was able to get the original this time, not Ardnot 66 or something like that, it's actually just Ardnot, I'm never getting rid of that. Because sometimes people will have that name for some reason on certain games. I don't know how they know that name. That name's from like an orc from like the early 90s when I was a child. So, Ardnot sounds like an orc weird boy name. You were right, Bone Singer. It is. Just not Warhammer, I don't think. I think it was some other orc from another game. In the last 3 years, I have dabbled in streaming and began to edit videos. Nice! If you ever want to join in, it's probably a little late tonight, but if you ever want to join in on War Thunder streams, just let me know. Flying While Falling. Or SO, rather. If you want to ever join in, just hit me up in a party or tell me to invite you in the chat when we first start one of these. If you happen to see I'm streaming, and I can get you in, or if you see me on ahead of time. Because now that I have a new PS4, other than having the grind Final Fantasy, I'm going to be playing War Thunder again here and there when I'm not on League. I also play League of Legends, by the way. I'm still getting back into it, so I'm still a nub, hardcore. I just finally remembered the basics of what I was doing wrong versus the horrible game known as Smite.
The ability, yeah, I like that ability as well.
Yeah, it's like I just now getting back into it and learning it, but I used to play League as well. Gotcha. Oh, a game suggestion for the future, Rust. Oh yeah, Rust. Yeah, I've always wanted to play Rust. It's something I've seen tons of YouTubers and other people play at least once or twice. I've never got to play it. There's another game I want to play on my PC that I'm thinking about getting, but I'm going to wait till the bigger boy YouTubers finish with it again, because there's a certain big boy YouTuber who's doing it right now. But then again, that might help my views since he's got it back in the limelight. And that's the SCP game, SCP Unity. I have never played. I know what they are, and I've watched them billions of times, but I've never played SCP myself either. I want that too. Rust in that is something I've seen on YouTube quite often.
What even is Rust? Is it Rust like...
It's hard to explain. I think, if I remember, if it's the right game I'm thinking about, I think it's similar to what 76 tried to do. Hence the word try. But Rust is fantastic. Let's see. Wait. It is coming out on console. Console. It is coming out on console, which I believe is a mistake. No, not necessarily. I think you could get Rust on console. It'll be a little weird probably at first, and they'll probably have to work at it a little bit to get it perfect. But I think Rust could do it on console, especially with the new consoles like PS5, or if you're an Xbox man, Xbox Series X. With those coming out, PC and console are about to have no border in between them anymore. There's about to be no difference between the two, other than like maybe frame rate drops in certain things, and depending on the intensity, or the eventual beatdown Ardnot is going to give the moderator in the future in Warhammer 2. That's true. Warhammer 2, I can't. Oh, I want That I want on console. I won't lie. I'd buy that on console again. Warhammer 2, even though I already used to it on PC.
Oh, you could have talked to me earlier. There was a game like Warhammer that's coming to console, and I forget what it's called.
I don't have money right now anyways, but if there is, then we'll check it out.
It was called Crusader 3 or something like that.
No, there's no. You're telling me Crusader Kings 3 is coming to console. Really?
It was pre-order. It was coming out September time.
I'm gonna look that up after this. You better not be pulling my chain. Crusader Kings is a good game. It's just really hard.
I think it was Crusader. You should talk to me later. I believe it's Crusader 3. I might be wrong.
Let's see. Also, the Rust community is toxic, and quite frankly, I don't want 100,000 more children coming to plague the game. Good point. I'll give you that. Rust does have a toxic community, sadly. But we can't really say that's just all multiplayer games. That's something you kind of just have to deal with multiplayer games. No, Smite's just worse than everybody. Smite makes Rust look like a fun, LOL at console players or children. I mean, technically, there's a lot on both. But technically, there are a lot of console players that are more children than PC players. Because most PC players aren't young kids. Because most adults don't trust their young kids with their computers. So, that's why that tends to be that way. But, I mean, I do want to say most multiplayer games... I'm going to start the match, by the way. I also want to say most multiplayer games have toxic communities overall. Some are worse than others, but they are technically in every game at some point. Especially the older the game is. This is why sometimes actually, and let me say this is a double-edged sword right now. I actually think Rust getting a new game on console, yeah, it'll bring more toxic, of course, it's with anything, but it'll also balance it out some. Because with every game getting a fresh new IP, you get normal players at the beginning, then the toxic comes mid and end of the lifespan. So technically Rust being on console may help it a little, because it'll balance it out at least some. It won't totally balance it out since it already has a toxic community, but at least it'll close it in. I'll give you an example actually. League of Legends has a really toxic community sometimes. Not always, not as much as Smite's, but League does still have somewhat of a toxic community because you have all these PC players who've been playing it for years, and then when someone comes in there trying to learn how to play the game again, they're kind of assholes, and I'm like, all you're doing is ruining League when you do that. You're just hurting League's ability to have bigger community and have more player base, and an even player base. But League is coming to console towards the end of this year as Wild Rift. But it's not going to be cross-platform, which I'm okay with. Because I don't think it should be cross-platform with PC, because the mechanics are going to be slightly different. It's still going to be League mechanics, but I'll give you an example. Ash's arrow, the little ice arrow Ash shoots in League of Legends, you'll be able to control that easier on console than you would on PC. Because you won't have to really do anything with your mouse. All you'll have to do, console-wise, just move your analog stick and control it as it flies forward. There are several abilities that are getting changes like this, that are exclusive to only console players. We're also getting our own Summoner's Rift. It's not the same Rift that the one on the PC uses. It's a little bit more, it's not smaller per se, it's just more, like the layout's a little bit more efficient as far as like, since console players tend to rush, once again going back to that, there is a little bit of a younger crowd that tends to play console than PC most of the time. So they're making it where it's a little faster paced, but it's still League. Like at its heart, it's still League, still the same items, still the same champions, just slightly modified mechanics to make it feel more. Console has a huge player base to tap into, no hackers. Well, unless they hook their console into the PC, then technically they can still hack. But yes, I agree. Console, most are not ready for large-scale battle teamwork required for Arma. Well, no, Arma I understand. I know what she's talking about for Arma. Arma is one of those games that its battles are only community-based. Meaning there's no real objective. The communities make the battles. It's almost like a role-playing game, I guess you could say, like an actual RPG. Like you jump into the role of a soldier, tank pilot, resupplier, mortar, anything that you can think of in war. You can role-play in that game.
I know.
I will agree, Arma is one of those things I don't think will ever be a console thing. I don't. Because you see how bad it is for people to work together in things like War Thunder or Smite or Crossout or World of Warships is a good example.
Yeah.
Is most people are not going to help each other, and that's the big issue. It's not tech, or excuse me, it's not. Oh shit, Mom! Hold on, guys. Now let's run. Mallet, stop. Come here.
What the fuck?
Where is he, Mallet? Hold on, guys. Mallet, where is he?
We can't hold on, we got a battle. What the hell happened? Show them. I'm not versus cat.
Hey. I don't know where he went. I'm hoping he's not in the house right now. Jax just tased Malix.
Where's Alex?
He's inside at the moment.
Then, Jack's probably gone.
Unless he's hiding in here, but I doubt it. I think I would have heard it by now.
Oh, yeah.
Stay there, Malix. 1 second, James. I'm coming.
So, okay. So another cat tried to chase another cat. Well done.
I hope so too, because I don't know what caused that. That was loud. Like, that was the loudest I've ever heard him screech.
Well, he was probably fighting.
And then I just saw him take off through the house. I'm like, I was hoping Jax wasn't behind him. By the way, I'm back, everybody.
What the hell happened?
Hold on, I'll explain in a minute. But alright, I shut the door. Hopefully, I think he's not in here, other than Malik, so I think I'm good.
Okay.
Alright.
Love you.
I love you. Bye.
Damn it, Jack.
So, okay.
Yeah, I think. Why do you keep thinking that way? I think I think the male cat of that technically is the father to my cat, who is a stray cat, by the way. Him, but not my cat. His father. I'm pretty sure just tried to attack him. That's what we heard.
Whoa. I actually thought you would just be... I actually thought someone was shooting at you.
No. And Malik's just... That's why I shut the door. I'm hoping Jax isn't in here. I hope I didn't trap him in the house with us. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure Jax was bolted back out the door. Oh, frick! I saw him at the last second. I knew he was there, but I wasn't sure where. Okay, like they've been doing in Battlefield for console for years. Let's see, someone to drive, someone to shoot, someone to reload. I mean, that part's not the problem, Bone Singer. It's just that that part. Tam King's right. The problem isn't that we won't have enough people. It's just can we work together enough? Plus, there hasn't been a Battlefield in a while, so I don't know if humans are still capable of working together the same way. It's okay, man. I don't think he's in here. No. Okay, they're spawn trapping us.
I know. They don't get mine.
Oh, geez, you got so many people flanking us.
Dear me, I am the British. Dear me. By the way, smoke grenade. I don't know. The guys to my left.
I'm trying to sneak up on them. To your left?
Oh, no,
okay. I think he just died. Alright, I'm gonna go for the destroyer on the road. Oh, I just saw him.
Oh, they got a wing. They were just
Oh, I was about to die. Oh, there's another one. Let's flank this Panzer we just saw. Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah, I'm behind you on now.
I kind of want to sit right here and wait to go around like that. Oh, the freaking plane! Come on, Gunner. Come on, Gunner. Come on, Gunner. Oh, okay, his teammate doesn't know I'm here.
I'll let you shoot first.
Oh, I need you to shoot that, James. I'm gonna die. I need back up. He's to your right. Oh, frick.
Oh.
Ah, bombers! That sucks. Especially when they push too hard and run out of fuel. But I do, like I said, the ability to do ARMA on console is there. It's just whether our teams will actually work together properly to make it fun is the issue. It's not about specs or whether we can actually do it on console. It's about the people. Like people like me, Tam King, James, Prime, Solid, and anyone else that I know that I play with a lot on console. We could do a good team cohesion in ARMA, but we're only a few people. ARMA squads are usually like, isn't it minimum of 20 people per squad or something? It's ridiculous. Like, there's a lot of people. The ARMA battles are massive. Alright, let's try not to die. Just like any games people will learn to play. That's true. Tis true. Tis very true. I agree. Oh, that's bull!
What happened?
He got the shot off before I did. He must have shot through that scaffolding. Damn, I'm dead already, lol. Shit.
I already died.
Dead?
Uh-huh.
We might as well wait till it ends. Our team got slapped. Our team got hella booty slapped right there. Didn't go as well as they probably liked or planned. Well, okay. But yeah, I agree though. People would learn eventually. They'd learn how to be better teammates because they unlike most shooting games. I will give Arma this, which is why I like Arma, even though I'd never play it until I got good enough at it. Like, if it came to console, like I wouldn't take any important roles, but technically, much like most games, Tam King's right. At some point, people would learn. The largest game I've been was 162 players and a metric frick ton of players. Yeah, but I mean, look at PlanetSide. PlanetSide 2, it's able to hold that amount of players, and the map is big. I don't know what other word to use for that, but the map is big. So technically, it's like I said, mechanically, it's possible. But mechanically, it is possible, so that's why I'll give that. But like PlanetSide, like it's all players. Like there's no AI filling in there, and that's what makes that game unique as well. That's why I play it every now and then. But gets really boring kind of quickly, because unless you're gonna spend and over 7,000 AI, that's to fill in the gaps to make it feel like a real war. Let's try to get another match again. That was a bad one.
Yeah, we got your cat scared your cat, didn't you?
Yeah, I got thrown off at the early beginning of that match because of freaking Jax attacking my Malix.
Why is Jax? I don't know. Wait, do you keep Jax or?
He's my neighbor's cat. Well, I say that. That's a very strong word. He's a stray cat that my neighbor feeds and keeps in the neighborhood. Now, I am thankful for him because if he didn't exist, neither would Malix. And I wouldn't have had Malix to help me get over what happened to Kira. But here's the ironic thing about this. Jax is the same cat that killed Kira. Jax is the one that wounded Kira and infected him with feline AIDS. And because Jax is a carrier. But he's a stray and our neighbor's an idiot. So no one does anything about him. Even though he's diseased. All the strays that she feeds are diseased. They're all sick. Because they're mostly female and Jack is mated with all of them. Or Jax. It's Jax. Jax.
How did Jax get in your house then?
He didn't. I had he could have. I leave my door open so Malix can go in and out as he please, because he does have a little wild in him because of his father. And he's an Egyptian Mao. Egyptian Maos cannot be kept cooped up all day. They will become depressed. And your cat will start not eating. Certain animals can't handle certain environments. Like they can't, certain animals you can't keep secluded. Certain animals don't need to be out in the open, vice versa. Since he's an Egyptian Mao, which is they're descendants of the Pardus, as I found out is what it's called, from Egypt, which is like a lynx type cat from its ancient ancestors. So lynx are very fast. They're like cheetahs. They require very, very open territory to move around and feel open and hunt their prey. They're also hunter cats. Like Egyptians used them to hunt back in the day. Kind of like we used hunting dogs or hound dogs. Because lynxes were really quick. They could be on a target just like that, like the snap of a finger. So they also can climb trees. They're very, very high jumpers. Like very high. and stuff like that. He's already, pretty much all cats are wild little buggers. They are, but some cat breeds of cat are more domesticated than others. Mine comes from one of the few cats that were never truly domesticated. They just tolerate us as humans. I like that. That's good. But yeah, mine especially. Mine's from Egypt, so mine probably thinks he's the shit.
Sorry, could you like to play us that comes? You
mean from Egypt?
Yes.
Back when I used to play that horrible game, it on Anhur, that giant lion. He's basically on Anhur.
What about Anubis?
Anubis is a dog, James.
But isn't he from Egypt?
But he's a dog, not a cat. My cat's a cat, not a dog. I have a Turkish fan. She loves water. Yeah, they do. Oh man, see, and that's cool. And it's really cool, by the way. Speaking of that difference, actually, do they? He kind of likes the water, but he wouldn't jump in it unless he had to. Like, if he saw his prey in there, he might. But I don't think Egyptian cats like water as far as, like, streams or ponds or pools or stuff. Like, they won't jump in them. But, like, running water, like a river, that's different. Because there is the River Nile. She will jump in the bath. LOL. Yeah, he won't do that. He'll jump in the tub if it's empty, but not if there's water in it. It's too deep to him. He's like, nope. Nope, river is the best I'll do.
I like Bonesinger's cat.
Bonesinger said, my cat is an annoying litter bastard and a simp. He made it with every cat on the block. Oh, dang, so you have a hope. No, I'm just kidding. You have what do you call it? You have a male hope.
So you have a gip.
While I'm in it too. LOL. That's funny. That is funny. That's cool. Yeah, he's not that brave. He's brave, but not when it comes to water like that.
Make the waterfall sealed. You save yourself.
The best he'll do is if I run the water in the sink and make it look like a river. He actually really is, for some reason, drawn to that. And will drink out of it, too. I'm like, well, that's obviously instinct. I know this because majority of the cats look like him. Who's your daddy? He is. They all point to the same person. Or same cat, in this case. Oh man. Oh man, that's great. I don't have my camera set up, by the way, if you're also, I forgot to say this, I think I said it once during the beginning. If you're wondering why the face cam isn't here, is I forgot to set it back up before I set up the stream. So it wasn't ready, so I was like, we'll do it without it for this one. Yeah, cats love running water. Must be a natural instinct. I think it is. It's weird, but I think it is. But, oh, also, something else Pardises are known for. Catching birds. I've already had my cat. If you're squeamish and you care about birds, like Celia or something, don't listen to this next part.
I will listen to it.
So my cat has already killed 4 different birds and taken their heads. And I mean literally.
I mean, hey man, for tradition.
He's essentially a predator, like from the movie Predator in cat form. He has brought me several bird heads. Like, not the bird, their head!
You put your head, you put the pigeon head just on your finger, so you might do, this one's just the one, this is the other one.
It's like, whoa! Yeah, cats, I know cats love to mess with birds, but when you have Pardis ancestry, and you can leap, this is an exaggeration, and you can leap a mile into the air? Exaggeration, but not far off. I've seen him jump. Oh my god. He looks like a rocket ship. Like, those hind legs that he has, they're really big. and that's how you know if your cat's meant as a jumper. He's like, his body structure is built for pure speed, pure agility, pure just savagery. It's ironic I named him Malix. I know, I'm trying to think of what I want. I think I'm gonna go Wheel Destroyer because it's only one cat.
Yeah, the bullet physics on my AA is really weird, like the sparks fly off the tank.
I think they updated the damage physics. Subscribe and like and join the Discord. Yo, Nicky Play, what's up, bro? Welcome back. I suspect there's an ongoing cat versus bird war. I expect there's an ongoing cat versus bird world war. If that's true, my cat is probably a general or a bloody admiral in that war. Because his casualty, and he's young. He's a young soldier. He's a young cat soldier. If that's true, he's already a genius, and he's already a genius, and he's already a legend among cats. That's freaking amazing. Also, I'm pretty sure I've never made chalk lines on the road like that the whole time. We're all wheeled vehicles. Where's A? We're not even in A. I'm gonna go around this way. He's trying to snipe, dang. I'm gonna try to sneak around over here. I'm gonna stay flat against this wall so I can kinda not get jumped. As I go around the corner. Yeah, there's people to our left, so watch your left. I'm just trying to sneak over to A without getting shot in the right or the left.
Watch your right.
Okay, we're good. I just saw an ally go that way. Alright, so I'm gonna push over to this road. I'm gonna get up behind these barriers. Or stuck on something.
The big hole. Oh, that's a tank.
I don't see anything. Oh god, never mind. Hi, T5A1.
Oh god, I got knocked out. My driver's dead. Good luck, Arthur. I like how I got my crew knocked out, but I never died.
Oh, there's two tanks. Got him! Yeah! Yeah! I should have made a square, not triangle. Yeah, that was a dumb idea. I'll have to change that afterwards. I could swear I saw. Oh wait, I could swear I saw a group of them plotting against the birds. Was like a group of cat in Glory. It's like that movie Inglourious Bastards, but with cats. It's great. Too busy focusing on girls to fight is what Bone Singer's cat's doing. So Bone Singer's cat's a lover, not a fighter.
Yours is the opposite. Yours is a predator, not a lover.
Mine's a pure killer. Mine has no time for the heart. Mine's like death. He'd be a good Imperium warrior. Death for the Emperor!
You can make it to be your own cat.
Oh, someone just shot me from the left or something. I'm not quite sure. Where the hell did that come from? Right there. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Oh!
I'm over there.
I deflected it. Oh, but there was another one. I died! How do you zoom in with turret like that and still fire? You mean with the scope or with the binoculars? You mean like I only had binos and a crappy zoom? When you press triangle, press square to zoom in when you're in your... Here, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me get my MBT out here, because a destroyer's not going to do me very good in this map. Alright, so you press triangle, you go into this mode, then you press square to zoom in. But this doesn't have that great a zoom to begin with. That's what the binos are for. I'll show you. Let me look down the road. So you see this. That's not zoomed in. This is zoomed in. It's still not great. Like, it's still not great, which is why you do this instead. But you can't fire while you're in the binoculars. When you press R2 in the binoculars, the gun centers on the center of the binoculars crosshairs. And then, after that, that's when you hit L, or you hit your binocular button, then the fire button to fire where the binoculars are aiming. Do all tanks have a scope? Yes. All tanks have a scope and binoculars. That is standard equipment on all tanks. Even AAs have scopes. So they can shoot down planes easier. Attention to the map! There's still some frame drop in this great game, which worries me sometimes. Sometimes I think I actually need to turn the HDMI mode off for this game. But maybe it runs it too hard. Alright, we're on our way, guys. I must not have scope bound to a button. It should be triangle. Oh no, wait.
The L woman so
no, wait. No, hold on. That's binoculars. What do you do to look down your scope, James?
With the triangle.
Just pressing triangle?
Just press triangle.
It should be just triangle because James didn't assign any new buttons on his. Only thing I changed for James was binoculars, I think. Because triangle, and I didn't change anything other than binoculars when I first started this and some other small things. It should be just triangle. Now range finding is, you see how it's measuring range? That I did manually. I set that to triangle, but I put it on the wrong one. It actually needs to be on square. Oh, Jesus, what is happening here?
Help.
Thanks for that Panzer, he held the line.
Whoa.
What was that? Was that a plane that just went across the ground?
You know what happened? He literally crashed out right in front of me.
I saw that. I saw him slide across the road. It looked so weird.
That was terrifying.
It's kind of good. Any tanks over here?
What's it like in your perspective? What do you see?
You'll have to rewind it. You just see a body, like something go flying past the scope. My scope. Like what the fuck?
I might have played that. No joke, he landed right in front of me. I saw him go that low. He hit bouncing and he crash landed. He must have carried it.
It probably did. It was probably he was going so fast, he went woo down the road. Hey, Panzer 4 F2, my favorite Panzer in early game. Are you in trouble over here, James?
Doing that, no. What?
Are you in trouble? Oh, I'm getting shot from behind. Oh,
Get in
James
here,
behind me. No! I hate how slow my gun rotates. My crew sucks.
Whoa!
They're so untrained. I'm gonna have to train them. I need to get back on here. Prime set my buttons. He might have forgot to assign. Try pressing L2. Maybe he accidentally made your scope L2. Because that's what his is. Try pressing L2 for you. For me, it's triangle. Because for me, that's easier because of my handicap. But, wait. Chapter... Oh, hey, Daria! Support Ardnot. Or support Ardnot. Stop Ardnot. Stop by to steal Bone Singer. See ya! Wait, what? He's like, I need Bone Singer. Bye!
I'm not.
What's
I saw
up?
the play go past on your screen.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know what that was. It might be L2 then. If Prime set it up, Tam King, since he plays a lot of first-person shooters, your scope actually might be L2. And then the zoom in is probably still square. I think. Maybe I'll have to set it up for you. Now that I have my PS4 back, maybe I need to hit you up tomorrow and I'll set it up for you. Because I can set these controls up real quick now. I know what all is needed to make tanks extremely viable on console. You just have to do a little extra work and that's it. I like the way you keep switching hands on A so much. You know, of all of my YouTubers I follow for games, you at least recognize and remember your followers. Thank you, boss. Oh yeah, no problem. I try my best. Sometimes I will forget a name or two if I haven't talked to you in a while, but I try my best. Because I want everyone to feel like they're welcome here. Also, I try to help as many people as I can. Sure, I tried all buttons. I'll check it out and fix it though. Okay, then he might have just messed it up. I'll probably have to fix it if you can't figure it out. Just let me know, Tam King, if you need any help. I'll help you set it up.
Oh.
Whip it around!
You see me get destroyed.
Wait, are they behind me?
No,
they're right there. Dude, they're right there. Why are you... Oh god, that didn't hit anything. Oh! M4s are M4s now! I bounced! As a destroyer, they changed something. They changed something. I didn't get killed by the M4, but I did get killed, but I did not kill it either. That... I might want to go back to America now. For a little bit. Just to get my Americans leveled up, because they're... Whoa! What's with all these planes? Christopher said, I think it went flying over my head and over the building, or my dead body, not my head. Playing Stranded Deep at the moment. I may switch games, but I don't want to be on like... that's cool, bro. It's up to you. I need to get Stranded Deep too. There's so many games I'm now behind on because once again, I had to buy another... What? The game with the little blow up raft, you have to move around between the islands. Not Raft, the other game. There's two games that are like it. Stranded Deep's the more realistic one. Raft is the more cartoony one. But Stranded Deep is the realistic. It's like you start off in like a red little floaty emergency dingy thing.
I don't know, good. I apparently need to repair my Matilda.
Yeah, it means you don't have auto repair turned on. Make sure that box is always checked. Did you see that cool Russian battleship I got on WoW? Tam King? I have that battleship. No, but I saw it. It's an amazing battleship. Yeah, I got it the same way. I hope you know I have that version and the tier 4 version of it. I have that version and the tier 4 one. The one that comes right after that one. But yeah, it's a great ship. Well, on PC it's a low tier ship, Bunsinger, but on console, the Ganget can kill anything. I love that ship. It's a tier, that Ganget can kill things 3 tiers higher than itself. I've seen it. It's horrible. It's like, well, for the people fighting it. But... yeah, it's a good ship. It and the tier 4 one, oh, the Russian battleships, they are my epitome of my playstyle that I prefer to have. The Germans are half of my playstyle, the Americans are the other half, but the Russians, they're all of it. Do you need to get the T4 from crates too? You do. Until the early access is done, even though it should have already been done by now. I've already been done how long, James? How long has my PS4 been dead? The older one? It's been like a week or so now.
Probably.
And they were already still in early access when I was playing. They really do need to let that go. Like, it's time. Like, they've also made this early access longer than the previous one. That's why I haven't really played Wargaming lately, or World of Warships rather. from Wargaming. I'm gonna go back to Hangar. But, yeah. Well, they buffed it. Because a German or British battleship can sink her. Well, they can sink her, but that depends on where they hit her. And technically, British can't sink her. Her decks, you have to deck her. That's the thing about Russian battleships. Her side armor is ridiculous. The British might be able to deck her, though. The British have slow-firing rounds. Not as much as the Americans and Japanese. The Americans and Japanese will eat a Russian alive if you're good with them. Christopher said, you're playing War Thunder. I'm new. Can we play? I don't know if we can play tonight, Christopher, because I'd have to start over in another faction. But I will be playing this tomorrow. I won't be streaming it, but I will be playing. Actually, I may have to. I don't have Star Wars. That's also something, by the way, I completely forgot. I really hope Star Wars is server-based, or that's something else I'm going to have to wait.
Was it on your jet engine?
It is, but that's what I'm saying. That's something I'll have to wait so I can transfer USB-wise until we can do that. Until then, there's no point in me re-downloading it, though. But I may have to do another War Thunder stream tomorrow, just because there is no Star Wars right now. So, everything's just off-kilter at the moment, sadly. PC is different. British can broadside her. Yeah, that is different. That's a vast difference. I've never been broadsided by a British and lose.
The broadside.
Especially if it's the same tier, so tier 3 British versus tier 3 Gangit. Normally Gangit just ruins
Orion.
that thing. Yeah, and the Orion can't do that. Well, at least not on console. The Orion would get shredded like
But apparently
paper.
Orion brings the Gangut on PC.
Well, I mean, that's what she says, but technically, from what they were explaining, technically... Wait, Star Wars multiplayer is server-based, single player is not. So your MP progress should be okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, then I'll try to download it in the morning, then. I'm not doing it tonight. It's a big boy game, too. It's a huge game. I may have to make sure I have something else ready for it. But, yeah. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. If it's server-based, then I'll download it, and we'll still do our normal Star Wars probably tomorrow. We haven't done it in a while, so I technically need to. But, since it's not downloaded, we'll see in the morning. I'll try to get it downloaded in the morning and check it.
You to test out your
single player will be reset though. That's fine, to be honest. Does it reset the points? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hypothetically, Tam King, if single player gets reset for me, does that mean I could go through and earn all the points again, or does that progress get saved? Like the progress that earns you more of the points that get you skins and stuff. I could cheat it and get me a free skin.
Wow.
Because if it resets the progress for single player, that means technically me beating it's not going to be registered, right? Or is that considered MP server progress? If so, then that won't work. But that'd be cool. I'll explain it simply. British on PC are armored giants. Yeah, I know that, but they can't dish out the damage, though. That's the thing. And the Russians are meant to penetrate those giants. I'd be careful, Bone Singer, because that means if they did that to us on console, that means y'all might be seeing a patch at some point that the Russians will become stronger than the British, armor-wise. Because on console, the Russians do not get citadeled hardly any, even the Gangit. They have to hit me in the deck. You play around 7 p.m. my time, then you 2 hours or so. I start at 9 p.m. and I'll go till 5 to 4 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'll play tomorrow earlier though, Christopher. If you want to join in tomorrow, if we're just playing some War Thunder for fun, I'll be playing tomorrow earlier. Whether I stream it or not, it'll be a lot earlier than it was today. Today was later because things were just weird today. And I've been kind of tired this week with everything and stressed out since when my PS4 was just blew itself up. Not literally, but figuratively. So things have just been off kilter. But I should be playing it earlier tomorrow, Christopher, if you want to join in. We'll have to play reserve. Me and James, if James wants to join in, or if he wants to play League and practice while I do this, while I help you level up. This will give me a chance to play as the Chinese. Because the Chinese have an interesting tank line as well. It's not as powerful as what the Russians become. Later is better. Okay, well I can do that too. If whatever works better for you, bro, just hit me up and let me know. If I'm not streaming, then I can get on. I'm pretty sure I can get on. And I'll invite you to the party that we're usually in. Because we're usually me, Prime, and James, shout out to Gaming Prime, are usually chilling in a party, doing something, whether it be on PC. Well, me and James. Prime doesn't have a PC yet. Usually doing something on PC. Broken. Yeah, maybe. But, playing on PC or playing on something on console. But yeah, I can do it later if it works better for you, bro. And British ships can citadel at the same speed as before. Well, yeah, you talking about, like, wait, what? Same speed?
Oh, I know what she means.
I don't, what does she mean? What does she mean? I don't get it.
What I think she means is British used to, well, I think British used to be pretty good with citadel at a certain speed. I think there used to be, I forget, what's the word I'm looking for now?
So meaning at a faster speed they're more, at a faster speed they're more accurate.
Kind of, yes. I think that's what
I can see that, but they're not the fastest ships in the water anyways.
Exactly, that's
they're kind of slow. They're kind of slow anyway. So what does that really matter?
Especially the King George. King George.
That's also kind of why, as a British ship, you kind of want to kill the Russian ship before he gets in range, because the Russian ship's 10 times faster than you. Well, keep in mind, were you shooting from close range or long range, Bone Singer? Simplify.
Russian ships are citadel. Something against the Russian ships with the Queen Elizabeth. Nice.
I mean, that makes sense, but it depends on the range. Also, could be, like she said, PC could be drastically different until they change it. But something tells me Russians won't be that way forever on PC. If they've made the Russians as powerful as they did on console, something tells me they were using it to test the Russians. So, that's different. On console, you'd be eaten alive as a British ship at point blank against a Russian. Because you're not going to citadel on that side plating. You especially if they're angling properly. If the Russian ship is angling even at all somewhat good, on console, want to specify, on console, all of the British rounds are going to bounce. Unless, well, maybe not bounce. At worst, they'll pin and get normal damage. Or at best, excuse me. At best, upgrading commanders makes a big difference to ships too. That's true too. And guess what? I have a captain on my Russian ship that penetrates ships at wilder angles. It's not the normal battleship captain you use on a Russian battleship, but I like the way I can set him up because I can set my Russian to be very tanky, but also get citadels on wide angles. Meaning angles where the ship is kind of pointing at me a little bit. There's still a good chance I'm going to pin you and hit your citadel. And I have so many guns, because there's 3 guns per turret, or 3 barrels per turret, so just 2 turrets is 6 guns. This makes it amazing. My Russian commander approves the angle. Yeah, see, Tam King has the same commander as I do. That's the same one I use, Tam King. And did you know he's actually not meant totally for Russian battleships? But you can use him for one? That's what I do. Because someone we used to talk to said, that's not good. To me, it's better. Because it's giving your Russian the ability to fight at mid-range. Which it has a hard time at normally. Because they're brawlers. What's up?
It's time.
It's time for what?
To go to tier 3.
No, don't you do it. I don't have. Don't put that 3.3 down, James. I don't have a 3.3.
It's time.
No, it's not.
I need 60,000 before I get another crew. But then
it's not. It's not. How many 3.3s you have?
Well, I need
just one. Wait, hold on. Just one or 3?
2.
Oh, whoa, that's better than I thought you were gonna say.
My
So,
third was almost
God,
done.
you're really ahead of me now. Well, at least when it comes to what I'm playing as right now. Let's see, Lion is stronger than Kremlin in a way because Lion managed to beat Kremlin with low health in a broadside combat. See, that surprises me. Because, once again, this just shows you the difference between... And this is why I want... Actually, you know what, Bone Singer? Thank you. Thank you. You just showed something that a certain person used to argue about. It's the same on console as it is on PC. Bone Singer just proved that wrong. If a Lion can brawl at broadside range with a Kremlin, that is very different than console. The Kremlin on console is, or whatever the equivalent to the Kremlin we have on console, is a savage at broadsiding you. And you won't broadside him, or you will, but you won't citadel him. And he'll citadel you. So, that right there, if you wanted proof in the pudding that console is not treated the same way as PC, there you go! Bone Singer, you are the hero of tonight's stream. If you see this video and you know who you are, if you see this video, ha!
As a hero, Boyz, you get no rewards, you get nothing special, you're just
a
normal person.
I mean, Bone Singer, your prize is this stuffed plushy dinosaur. That you can...
That magically has...
That I magically have, it might or might not be filled with blood.
I was going to say it was filled with shit, but you know, blood works as well.
No, blood... why would I have a toy filled with shit? It would be covered in it, not filled with it. But if that were true.
Did you say?
I'm talking about the insides are filled with blood. Also, here's another thing. German ship Tirpitz is a ship you don't want a broadside. Yeah, and see, in Tirpitz isn't that... Wait, she is... Yeah, she is. I was going to say she's in console, right? Yeah, she is. See, Tirpitz isn't... She's strong, but she isn't that strong in console. Do you mean don't want a broadside, like, as an enemy ship? Or you don't want to be in a broadside situation with the Tirpitz? Either way, that sounds different than, once again, console, which once again just proves we are not treated with the same respect as PC when it comes to that game. So, let's see. Definitely helps, particularly if you level him up a lot. Mine's only rank 7 at the moment. Mine is... I forgot. I'd have to go back and look. I actually do not remember.
I think you got all the way. I think you got Hipper.
No, that's Hipper. We're not talking about Hipper. We're talking about this battleship captain. My Hipper's most definitely maxed out. But
Bismarck? How did you get Bismarck?
What level do you get the second inspiration?
11.
So he's 11 then. He's at least 11. I tend to get both inspirations when I can afford it. Maybe I didn't afford it, I don't know.
Torpedoes are possible to dodge to the broadside.
Was that him? Let's see, torpedoes... Oh, of course they are. Oh yeah, because Tirpitz has torpedoes. That makes sense. 11. Oh, thank you, Tam King. Yeah, James said it too. So I think he's 11. Unless I'm thinking of someone else, I think he's rank 11. Because I like to... If I can afford it, I tend to get both inspirations because it makes it even more... The captain even more powerful and your tactics even better. So... And also this allows me to spend commander points to swap it out if I ever need a different setup or something. So, I don't know. I'll have to go look the next time we're on there. It'll be a minute. I don't have that downloaded right now either. I don't know if I'm going to download it at the moment. I think I'd rather download Star Wars.
I don't.
What's up?
Let's just say if I get another match, I would have completed all my 3.3s.
Damn.
3.3s. And then I'll be moving on to my 3.7.
Alright, let's do one more then. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Or do you want to... Well, it's up to you. We've been going for almost 2 hours. Do you want to do one more?
Show us the new tank. Show us your new tank. Your new preview of the new tank. Like the new detail.
They already... Well, yeah. I mean, we don't have to play a match to do that. Hold on. I can just put it on the screen.
God, the frame rate has just dropped severely.
I can just put it on the screen. Give me a second.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
hold on. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons.
Hold on. The black knob from my controller fell off.
That sucks.
I need you. Where the fuck did you go?
It's like, I don't know where it went.
I had it right here. Where the hell did you go?
Oh! Oh! Now that's a sexy piece of metal.
Thank you. He was built by dwarves.
Oh my god! There's... Look how well we can see the scuffed up marks! What happened while I was gone?
I think Arnott got excited.
What? Okay, Bismarck is the best on tier 8 matches. She sunk 4 ships with her secondaries and 3 main guns. Woo! Bismarck will always kind of be a beast, though. Look at that, M3 GMC. But no, let's look at the XM1. Wait, let it load in. Oh my god. Well, I mean, the XM1 looks kind of normal. I mean, she looks better, but the XM1 never looked... No offense to the XM1. The XM1 never really looked that good. It's just really smooth. Let's preview an M1 Abrams, or an M4, or yeah. Let's preview an Abrams and look at that instead, like an actual Abrams. Oops.
Wait,
so let's go to the... Let's just go to the M1A2.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that looks better. It's still smooth because we Americans don't like flashiness on our tanks. Which is why I don't like them. I know that sounds weird, because it's supposed to be about efficiency, not looks. But I don't know. I still feel like leopards are just better. Actually, speaking of leopards, now I'm curious, what does the 2A5 look like with these graphics? Oops. Yeah, I'm probably about to... Ooh, yeah! I can see every little bolt. Ooh, yeah! This looks good! The Americans save the flash for their aircraft. They do. Good point. Good point. That is something we've always had, though, is aircraft. So it's a good point. P-51 Mustangs. Back in the day. Now it's like... Who knows what the jets are called now? The SR-71 and the F-117 are sexy as hell. They are. Wait, you talking about in this game? Are they in this game? I just realized we have planes in this game and they're probably modern. Hold up. Let me go to the Americans. Hold up. Let's see this real quick.
Whoa.
All the way down. This is gonna take a second. Okay, hold on.
Oh.
So we go all the way to the F4E Phantom. Let's see what it looks like. Woo! Ooh. Oh. Yeah, planes are better. Yeah, but they're not in here. I just looked. They look like they belong in a Batman movie. Oh, you're talking about the new ones. Yeah, they're not going to be in this game. Oh yeah, they do look like they belong in Batman. But look at even the F4 back in the day, the one that's the predecessor to the F-117. Look at this beast. Look at this thing.
Oh my fucking god.
It is very cylindrical and normal, like plain that way. But I don't know why, but it's just the curves of it, the size of the engines. I don't know, I like wings like this. Also, it's got a smiley face on the tail. What? That? So this plane is smiling at whoever is behind it. That's great. Huh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, oh wait. Ooh, let's look at the, not aviation. You know. Technically, the best helicopters will be probably Russian or American as well. Oops. T80U. Preview.
Wait.
Oh! James, did you look at the Russian tanks detail?
Jesus.
Oh my god. All the little blast panels have a model. What the?
Adam, but why if you look at the details of the ships?
They probably did it on everything, James. But that T-80 didn't look that sexy. It already looked sexy, but not that sexy. Yes, yes, I'm one of the few people who refers to his tanks as sex. Wait, Belfast is in here?
The Belfast is in here.
So all the famous cruisers sound like they're in here. Wait, I actually haven't looked at... Hold on.
Southampton, Leander, Infuser,
Germany.
Ditto. We have the H.H. Hawkins, Kent,
We don't have
London.
battleships, but let's see. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I saw the Farragut. LOL. When I was an American just now. So ADF D1, ADF D3, the Type M19, the MZ1, the Albatross Claws, the Jaguar Claws,
The Mogami.
the Leopard Type 1924, the 1936 Kana, the Leipzig is in here. There they are! So, Nuremberg? Wow. Okay. Interesting. And then, my favorite, and they're all in here, by the way. Let's go through one of these. Let's see. Thankfully on console, I don't need to worry about carriers. True, but I still want carriers. But carriers can one-hit kill you from the front. Look at that. Look at that beautiful ship. Does it look... Wait a minute. Does the Hipper... I mean, it looks the same. But does the Hipper look bigger to you in War Thunder?
Kinda does.
Maybe it's just perspective because the camera angle is different than World of Warships has. And the animations are different. But Hipper looks big. And War Thunder... Huh, what about her sister? The almighty Eugene. Oh god, that lagged. Wow. Her guns are red, that's the only difference. Oh. Is that the final one? What's over here next to the under the Emden? The Graspy? Wait, isn't that a battleship? No, Graspy, no, Graspy's a battle cruiser. So it's the next thing beneath a battleship. This is borderline battleship right here. I'm surprised the Graspy's in here. Look at them torps. Huh.
You should check out the British League. No reason at all.
Hold on, I want to look at the Americans real quick. So we get Clemson. I want to see what our cruisers are. We get Pensacola, Portland, Brooklyn. Atlanta! How is it that this is a standard ship in War Thunder, But this was a premium ship? In World of Warships? Oh, I'm sad now. Oh, the Atlanta! Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, time you spent money, wasteless.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, the Pensacola looks good. If carriers ruin balance, I'll be out. They might. I don't know. To be honest, that's why I don't know if I'm... Wargaming's in a weird place for me right now. They're focusing too much on things that don't need to be focused on, like adding submarines to PC. Granted, they did fix them and put them in their own mode, like I predicted, but you were supposed to be working on PC carriers, so you could bring them to console, which means that's just another lie they told us on console. Because they told us, we'll bring them there when we fix carriers on PC. But yet they haven't been working on carriers. They haven't done shit with carriers. They've been working on submarines. And I'm like, I don't know if I trust Wargaming anymore. They're kind of like Bethesda with me. They need to start walking the walk and not just talking the talk if they want to impress me again. No doubt they will be behind a paywall, so pay to win. They will at first, just like everything else, sadly, in the console version. If carriers do come out, they will all be early access and only gettable by crates or paying for them. So, that's what I guess, if we ever get them. I think they just told us that just to get sales on console, if you want my opinion. I know that's harsh to say, but sometimes I feel like Wargaming does that. Like, they'll say something, but they'll be like Bethesda, being super vague on purpose with it, so they can use the excuse of, no, we're not going to do that. That's why I don't trust them or Bethesda anymore. They need to show me some stuff. I'm now a show me kind of guy for them. Also, the Portland's in here. I've never seen the Portland in real life or in a game. What does this thing look like? It's just a Pensacola. Just I think the guns are slightly bigger. Because there's one less on the back. Does this thing have torps? No, it does not. I was gonna say, is that the weird difference? Nope. Just bigger guns, I guess. They made the CV stronger in a way. The dive bombers light me on fire a lot faster than before. That kind of makes sense because it's striking the deck and hitting ammo things, small charges or depth charges that are, especially if it's a cruiser. If a dive bomber hits a depth charge that's on the deck, it's gonna be a lot of fires and explosions. Let's go with the British real quick. Oh, wrong button. I don't really care about the Russians. Their cruisers are okay. So they get... Somebody want to tell me why the Russians have an HMS Enterprise?
The British.
I mean, sorry, not Russian, British. Why does the British have an HMS Enterprise when we have a carrier named this? Bombers AI driven? No, they're player controlled. That's the one thing they've already changed on PC, Tam King. Which still, this is also what baffles me on what do they have to actually fix on PC. Because they already changed how carriers behave. On PC, it used to be an RTS type of way of controlling the planes. Like using strategy and clicking on different boats on the map and sending the planes out to kill them. That was OP as hell. But now, you have to manually control the planes, which is better. Yeah, that's what it used to be. It used to be AI driven, but it was broken. So they changed it. So this is why when I hear Wargaming saying, we gotta fix carriers on PC, they already did. At least partially. As far as like mechanics wise. And technically manually flying the plane means it would be easier to transport carriers to console than it would have been with the original setup. When it was RTS based as ships, when it used to be RTS like controls, I can understand that could never come to console as easy. Like, nowhere near as easy. But now that it's manually piloted, you pilot the squadron by controlling the lead fighter. The other fighters follow the lead fighter's example. So whatever you do, they do. So, you line up your shots manually, you fire the torpedoes or dive bombers manually, or the rockets. Some have rockets on it that are meant to kill destroyers. And smaller vessels or submarines or things on the surface that are tiny. Well, semi-small. So, yeah. The damage is still OP. They changed the controls but kept the damage. And maybe that's what they're talking about, but I feel like, well, what difference is that going to make on console other than the fact that it's already like that on PC? But I don't know. I just want them to be more honest with us when it comes to stuff like that. Y'all have some stuff I've never heard of, other than the horrible Leander right here. But let's look at it on War Thunder. You know what? On War Thunder, this thing looks intimidating. I also like that it tells you what type of metal your hull is made out of. Because that makes a big boy difference. Oh yeah, Belfast! I see her. Preview. Oh! But hi, Belfast. You look terrifying. You also got a camo on you already. The Southampton. Who is that? Missiles can damage the BBs. Yeah, I've seen them, but I don't think they do quite as much as like dive bombers or torpedoes. Wow, Southampton's basically, that's essentially Belfast. Just a different version. They're both Belfast classes. Or whatever the class of ship this would be considered. Okay. The Dido, the Kent, the Hawkins. What's the London 69? That's a hella hilarious name. It'll make you happy and kill you. Get it, James?
What?
The London 69.
Hey.
It'll make you happy and it'll kill you.
Hey.
Hey. That sounds like a no offense, that sounds like a, excuse me for my language on this one, that sounds like a British sex position. The London 69.
Hey man, do you know what? I probably agree with you. I would probably agree with you.
I mean, it does. It sounds straight like, wait, what has Japan got in here? Curious. It does. It sounds straight like a Japanese sex position. Hey. They have the Ayanami!
Yeah, the Bugami as well.
Aww.
And the Furitaka and the
They have
Kano.
Agano, Kuma, Mitsuki,
Furitaka and Bugami.
They still look like the same. The Kuma still looks useless, but at least in this game I have a feeling because it's damage model based, the guns on the ship, as long as you're hitting your target, still can kill the target.
Just so you know, the Mogami's a battleship aviation.
Wait, Mogami? Wait, wait, as in that Mogami?
Look, 3 planes.
It's got 3 planes! What? If they ever somehow figured out how to get battleships in this game, does anyone really feel like War Thunder could also beat Wargaming at ships if they actually tried? I think they could. I think if Gaijin legit took their time, even if it took them a couple of years, I legit think that that Gaijin could legitly beat Wargaming at their own game. I really wish they optimized UI for controls in War Thunder. I agree too. That is the only issue with War Thunder. But gaming-wise, balance-wise, unit-wise, combat-wise, it feels more fun. It feels more balanced than sometimes World of Warships can be. They're new, even as tanks, so I wouldn't doubt it. They even have how you would put it, the kaku. War Thunder definitely has better vehicles. It does. That's why I would love, now that they're at cruisers now, I would actually love to see War Thunder somehow make battleships work. I know why they're having a hard time with it, but I would love to see them succeed at some point, even if it takes them a long time. Battleships in War Thunder, I'll say it like I did when I first was talking about this when the ships first came out. I feel like battleships in War Thunder, if they can do it right and find out what they can do to make it work and balanced, I feel like we could have way better fun. Yeah, better physics, etc. And that's the problem they're having with the battleships. Because they like realistic physics, and battleships are able to shoot miles away. Huh? You okay? What's wrong, Mom? But yeah, better physics and all that, but that's also why they're having a problem implementing battleships in the War Thunder, they said. Because battleships can shoot miles away, it's really hard in War Thunder's real physics to emulate and simulate the real-life version of what battleships had to do to aim at their targets from really long away. So I'm trying to figure out how they could do this in War Thunder to help them out. I've always thought of this forever, but I still can't come up with anything right off the top of my head to suggest to Gaijin on how to do this. They're getting closer, obviously. Because at one point they said they couldn't do cruisers either. Because they didn't know how. Obviously they figured it out.
What they were to hold on, what if they just get the cruise aspect of it? We'll make it a bigger ship, make everything really better, times it.
That's not the problem, is how are you going to see your target at max range of a battleship? They're going to be like a speck. Because in World of Warships, the camera's perspective is already zoomed out a ton. So you still...
Well, we did that camera at the top right, like we do with tanks.
And no offense to War Thunder, I do feel like the models aren't realistic sometimes. Like they're way too big. Especially when you compare them to cities. I want to point something out. Have you ever noticed when we're going by a city in World of Warships, that little town looks tiny as hell? But I want you to preview one of the ships in War Thunder right now. This cruiser's barely bigger than this dock. So, any of them will count. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Bino system! Good point.
What is the Bino system?
Binoculars. Like the tanks that, you know how sniper tanks use the binoculars to shoot across the map.
Yeah, they could just amplify that.
Huh, yeah, just make the binoculars see further?
How about this? They could actually just base it on the bit of tank. Do you know that camera where you shoot? They could see that way you hit your enemy and you'd shift.
No offense, Steve999. I really doubt that is happening. Did you see that comment? I mean, if it is, then I'm excited, but I don't think that's happening. One, isn't the Kurfürst already in there?
Let me have a look. It's Japanese.
Not in here. We're talking about World of Warships. The only reason why I don't believe that is because Yamato's in that sentence.
I'm back.
Yo. So,
yeah,
War Thunder changed again.
What do you mean? What happened?
They made the physics even more realistic.
What do they do?
Well, now ammo explosions are they look like ammo explosions, and 2, the armor feels like they changed it. M4s are now damn near impossible to pin from the front.
Oh, actually, that's kind of good because they were a little bit. Their
Too easy
armor's
to
like
kill,
super
yeah.
thick.
No,
Yeah.
it's only supposed to be thick in the
Like,
front. Like
yeah,
on
it's
that
super
on that
thick
slope.
in the front, but it doesn't. It never even freaking.
It doesn't help.
It always
yeah.
pinned anyways.
It always pinned anyways. I think they changed it. It used to
Same
be
thing
that
with,
way in old War
Same
Thunder.
thing
I
with some
think
of the
they brought it
Russians. Some
back.
of the Russians have a bit of an angle,
And it still
but it
pins
pins anyways.
Oh god, that means the T-34s might have went back to being bullet sponges. They're just gonna ricochet everything if they're at the right angle. Grosser Kurfürst is a tier 10 German BB. Yeah, I doubt that then. Thank you, Bone Singer, for clarifying.
Oh,
Someone came in the chat. Someone came in the chat and said, "Hi, do you play World of Warships on console? Are you excited for Monday when they add Grosser Kurfürst, Yamato, and Alaska for free?"
Okay, but are not
Oh, yeah, tell
So
about the,
you know that
ships
one
in the
Australian guy who was like
Professor.
talking about the Huntsman, how it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where I sent you the video, by the way. There's one where he's talking about American possums being like the devil and the hell spawn.
Oh,
and
yeah.
saying how us Australian ones are so much better.
Oh, by the way, there's also a texture update. Everything looks even more realistic. Like,
I'm getting on.
There's a lot more detail. Well, I mean, I'm about to get off, so.
Oh,
But
at least
see,
I get to watch you play
but-
Skarsnik.
Yeah, you do. But Grosser
Maybe.
Kurfürst is a tier 10 German BB. Tam King said sup Prime.
Yo, what's up, Tim King?
Hashtag ignore Prime, James said.
James, you know what? Fuck you.
But
Oh, yeah, just to let you know, Prime Belfast is in War Thunder.
yeah, we were just
I
we
don't
were
care.
well, so is Prince Eugene and Hipper. But
Nor do I care.
we were just looking at it. They're one step off from having battleships in War Thunder. So you do. I know what Grosser Kurfürst is in the patch notes. You just have to grind them out, and they're coming to console. No offense, Steve, don't believe everything you read on the internet or on what patch notes you think you're reading. If it is, then I stand corrected, and I will check Monday. But I don't know if I believe that. They added Yamato as an event a little while ago, and it didn't do well because it was too OP for the tier. Because we only go up on tier 7. We only go up to tier 7. So unless they're planning on giving us the rest of the ships in the tech tree, there's no way that's possible.
Are not, you better be very scared. You know the T-80?
Mm-hmm.
It has pretty thick armor in the front, and it's at a little bit of an angle.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to relearn again because they've changed the armor physics
Oh,
again.
so is the freaking SU-76M.
But hey, Prime, thank you.
everything's
Forgot
that
to
way.
assign my tank scope. You forgot to assign my tank scope. He said
What do you mean?
he tried pressing all the tank scope buttons. It didn't work.
Triangle?
It didn't work.
I assigned that.
So
It
unless
was working on SharePlay.
okay, here's my other assumption. When you get on, although you could, well, I'm about to get off here. If you want to get on and check real quick, go to your buttons and see if they're still the same. They might
Okay,
have
I'm just gonna do a
updated
test
and
drive.
reset everything.
I'll be pissed if they did.
Well, no, because there's a standard button for binos now, but still no standard button for range finding for some reason, but still.
Now I'll be pissed because then I have to start everything all over.
Grosser Kurfürst and not Frederick de Grober, tier 9.
And so Tam King, I set your buttons up perfectly.
Hold on. Bone Singer. What are you saying, Bone Singer? Grosser Kurfürst and Frederick de Grober. Wait. Grosser Kurfürst and not Frederick de Grober, tier 9? That make no sense. Why would they give a tier 10 instead of a tier 9? That's what
No,
that's
all
why.
my buttons are the same or not.
Okay, then I don't know what happened. All good, Prime. I'm just messing with you. He said I'll fix it.
Tam
Yeah,
King,
he knows.
I'm gonna stab you.
He knows. But I agree with Bone Singer. That's very suspect. I smell a trick.
I smell
smell it.
fish.
No, I smell bacon.
I smell fish, but it's not that kind of fish.
Bacon?
Yeah.
Like Baconator? Like the retarded one?
They are adding grosser curve. Here are the official patch notes.
Or not, I love bacon. You love bacon?
Okay, well
I
you
love
can
bacon.
keep saying it all you want, Steve999. I mean, that's cool as they are, but I doubt it. No offense.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yes.
Okay.
He's saying they're gonna add 3 tier 10s when we only have tier 7s.
That would break the game because we don't have.
That's why
we don't have them.
Unless we're getting, Bone Singer's like, let me fact check. Thank you, Bone Singer. I don't believe that because that wouldn't be fair. Unless they're going to be fighting in their own mode against only the 3 of each other, which would be highly boring. That can't be accurate. Because we only go to tier... This is how I know that. Because we only... Unless we have tier 8s, and I didn't know it, or tier 9s all of a sudden, and I missed it. Which, Tam King, you can confirm this, right? Tam King, in World of Warships, is it still max tier 7?
Yes.
Have you played recently? Tam King has. That's why I'm asking him.
I played a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
They might have changed it.
Tam King played today, though. That's why I'm asking him.
Okay, then they might change it today.
That's why I'm asking Tam King. Tam King, is the max still tier 7? On World of Warships? Like, rank 7 or whatever that final number is?
I'm a big
I'm not sure, to be honest. I didn't look. I don't have it downloaded, so I can't check. It's up to Bone Singer to fact check at this point.
You want me to go check it right now?
If you have it downloaded, yeah, go ahead and get on there, and I want you... It's not... Kurt First isn't on there yet. He's saying it won't be till Monday, if this is true. But... I want you to tell me if we're higher than tier 7. Because if we're not higher than tier 7, that's a bunch of baloney. Unless it's, once again, one of those late April Fool's jokes, which I doubt.
The only thing it could be is if they were going to give us a massive update, giving us every ship that the PC has. Except maybe
See, that I believe.
Carriers.
See, that I would believe. If they're going to give us the rest of the tech tree as far as tiering, like tier 1 to tier 10, but keep the same ranking.
I don't even think I'm gonna really play that game much anymore, considering they still are unfair to us, considering they haven't given us every ship in the game yet.
No, I just found out we're not even treated the same way. Did you know Russian ships aren't OP on PC?
They're only OP on...
They're only OP on console. On PC, a British battleship can broadside her at point-blank range and kill her.
Damn.
So it's like... see, Bone Singer says, I see nothing. Thank you, Bone Singer.
Let me see. Let me check the coming soon in the patch
notes.
notes.
No, I use Bone Singer for this because she's also on PC. She can check the official patch notes.
Yeah, no. I'm checking it too, though. They give it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, you can look at it on console, but the one on PC always goes first, so that's how I know. That's why I said, I smell bacon.
If it's not bacon, they're gonna be so confused.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna use that as a reference now. That's why I trust Bone Singer and Darius' fact checking when it comes to World of Warships, because they play it more often than anybody that I know, and they do legit have a lot of the ships.
The heck is this project stuff? The segments of your research project have research points allocated to them by default, so right? This is weird.
I don't know, I'll have to check it. I'm gonna download it tomorrow just to see if anything's changed, but...
Legendary ships in the matchmaker. Oh no, they're actually adding the Alaska, the Yamato, and the Kurfürst.
But it's an event, it sounds like.
Yeah, you have to like build them apparently.
Oh, but that's not fair,
because I see right now patrons, fleet, daily trials. I
mean, then if that's true, then but that's not fair. That's not good. This is the same bullshit I said about the submarines. What the hell are you thinking, Wargaming?
Wait, did they even actually bring in submarines?
They did. But they did exactly what I said several days later. They now have their own mode.
You know what? You know what makes me the pissed off the most?
Sometimes I feel like developers should just listen to me.
Getting the PC players submarines rather than getting the console players caught up to PC.
Yes. I agree, and I just said that a minute ago, that they spent all this time looking at submarines when they're supposed to be fixing carriers, hashtag, and so we can get them on console. Been trying to level my British line. I need that Edinburgh. The Edinburgh's okay. I don't know. I don't like the British line. I only like the British battleships. I don't like their cruisers. Their cruisers are bad to me. Maybe it's just my playstyle.
The Emerald is shit. I will admit that.
Jay's like, I'll admit the Emerald is shit. But every other ship is okay. But,
Emerald upwards are brilliant. Emerald down are shit.
You mean above Emerald is good. But anything Emerald and down is like, oh god.
Yes.
But yeah, okay, well then technically Steve is right. But I'm gonna say something to this faculty. That is a stupid plan. That is the dumbest idea ever conceived by wargaming to date so far, other than putting submarines in normal game modes.
Or not. Oh.
It's like, I don't know what wargaming's doing, but they're making some really stupid decisions.
Or not. I was
they'll get addicted to them, but you gotta understand, Bone Singer, here's why this is a stupid idea. People like me who don't have hours to grind, or $1 million pocketbook. That's an over-exaggeration, but you get my point. Those of us who don't have $1 million pocketbook or billions of hours to spend on grinding, on games that are technically not that fun right now. At least not totally, depending on what you play as and what's going on. It's still fun to a certain extent, but I don't know. Carriers can stay on PC. No, see, Terror King doesn't want carriers. They scare him to death.
Also, no, I have some news. So, this isn't for sure, by the way. Don't quote me on this, but I was looking at Lionheart's video again. I think it was an update that came a little bit ago. I don't think it came with the DLC, so it might be there.
So it's something that's just there. I need to make sure I don't have anything free that I need to download then when I get on there. But they said it will take.
It's like an actual update.
They said it will take on. Oh, okay. They said it will take on average of 3 months to get a legendary ship. I doubt that.
See,
I know, but I doubt that. That's for someone who doesn't play often enough. Someone who plays every day, all day. Like Bone Singer,
also,
well, technically Bone
really
Singer doesn't do this anymore.
It will take an average because it's player based. If they're really good and super skillful, then they can knock it out in like a month, and that's not including boosters.
I would say
if they
a month
boosters,
at the most.
It'd probably be half.
Yeah, I'd say half a month to a month at most for good players who are using their boosters to get what they need to get the parts to build these ships. However it works, whether it's completing challenges, and it also depends on if you have premium. Good point, Tam King. So if you have premium all the time, that also boosts your progress. So, which is pay to win, just like Tam King said. So I say for a player who's playing all the time, half a month to a month. But that's not my point. I don't care how long it takes. Once someone has one, the game's gonna be busted.
I would be fine if they made it shorter, but made it have their own mode.
But then there's only 3 ships. That'd be boring as hell. It's not like the submarines, where you can have a whole tech tree of different submarines, and have them have their own mode. You can't do that with just 3 ships. So, once again, wargaming's proving they only care about draining your wallet. They don't care if their game is fair or fun to play. If that happens, and people get those, that'll be another reason why me and Tam King will bow out. Because I'm telling you, Tam King, that's going to be like having carriers. You will have to fight tier 10s in a tier 7.
Unless they dumb it down, but then that won't be as fun.
Then it won't be a tier 10. It's not legendary at that point. It's the same thing as the submarine issue. You dumb down the submarines players will bitch and moan. You make it powerful as an actual submarine, the ship players will bitch and moan. Same thing here. The legendary ship players, if you dumb down the Yamato's damage, people will be pissed. But the same thing goes the other side. Alaska's tier 9. That's still too far removed. A 9 versus a 7, a 10 versus a 7, that's utter slaughter on console. Especially since our mechanics, now that you've shown me this Bone Singer, are different. We're not the same game. So, at least not on the at least not at the deep mechanics of it. On the surface, it's the same game. But deep down, it's not. Because if Russian battleships are able to broadside anybody on console, but yet on PC, they get ripped apart by the British and Germans, or what? Who would you say? British and somebody. There will only be one legendary ships per side, and the others will only be tier 7s on PC Iowa, and is a tier 9 on PC. What? All those ships you said were tier 9 and tier 10, Steve. And the Iowa's already on there. And she's a tier 7. I don't care if it's just one. That's all you need. Just one unbalances that game entirely. It will end up pay up or get wrecked.
Especially if it's like a 10, it'll just deflect.
Yeah, if it's a Yamato, we already saw what happened when the Yamato was present during the event. It was the only thing winning matches. It was always the last thing alive. It was always killing everything. And me and Prime witnessed a match where if there were 2 of them, there won't be this time, mind you, but still, even it's going to
come down to whoever kills the legendary. Whoever kills the legendary, that team wins.
Actually, yeah, because then, now it's like Smite. Now it's a meta. Whoever is better at ganking and better at killing the legendary ship first wins. There's no skill involved in that.
I bet you squads are just gonna go 2 submarines and 1 legendary.
Yeah, that's what. And Bone Singer's right. One good player with the Yamato is gonna carry an entire team. So, like, without
the other team's a god, but they're legendary guys.
If that guy is legendary in a Yamato already and knows how to use a Yamato, it doesn't matter if the other team's good or not. He's gonna wreck their house. Because destroyers in this are the only things that can combat battleships efficiently. And if you don't have a good destroyer captain on the enemy team, you're good. Your goose is cooked. That Yamato is going to hit you further, harder, not faster, but the first 2 are accurate.
It doesn't even need to hit you faster. 1 bullet's gonna kill you.
I mean, that's true. 1 salvo, even at not broadside, a tier 10 hitting the Iowa at tier 7, that's instant death. She is probably going to Citadel that Iowa at least 3 times.
And the Iowa's
not more.
And the Iowa's gonna be shooting pop cannons at it.
Yeah, and the Iowa shooting at her is barely gonna pin her.
All you do is hear a sound, nothing happens.
No, let me say this. The Iowa's not even gonna get to shoot. You do realize that tier 10 has 3 times the range as a tier 7. It's 3 tiers removed.
Snipe.
It's just
He's literally gonna have his entire army guarding him.
We can't do this. This isn't gonna work. Tam King, I already found out something else I just thought about. Our maps are too small. She's just gonna sit in the corner. Oh no. I already can tell you what. I'm not playing that game anymore. Wargaming's a bunch of lunatics. It's like, this is why I play War Thunder more, because War Thunder knows how to make a balanced game now. It took them a while to figure it out, but they did. Have you tried Armored Warfare on PS4 or not? It's a bit like Crossout with its PvE missions. Yeah, but I have. I actually have a Leopard 2A5 in Armored Warfare. But Armored Warfare server on console is kind of dead. The only thing you can play is PvE, because that's all that's left are co-op players. They are adding 3 new large maps to accompany the legendary tier ships. Yeah, but I mean, if they're not always spawning on those maps, 3 new maps out of how many that we already have? Those things are going to rarely spawn.
10.
Yeah, we already have like 10 maps. Those maps are gonna 3 out of 10.
And they're not even good spawns. I bet you it doesn't even matter how big they make the maps. Their spawns are gonna be garbage. We're spawned too close.
Bigger map is still better, but I still want to say like 3 maps versus 10 other normal maps. You're gonna get those 3 maps only like 25% of the time at most.
Yeah, 25% chance to spawn 3 maps.
Yeah, that's not very good considering there's 10 others that are PS4 size maps. So it's a fun little game, but yeah, it's pretty dead. Oh yeah, Armor Warfare. Yeah, I agree, Tam King. I miss it because Armor Warfare was the only thing I got to play modern tanks in before War Thunder decided to add them. I think War Thunder might have killed Armored Warfare because I think War Thunder saw Armored Warfare's success. Because War Thunder used to say, Gaijin used to be like, modern tanks aren't that entertaining. Then they saw Armored Warfare making so much money, and they're like, we were wrong.
Honestly, yeah.
It's like,
I don't know.
But I will say, Gaijin is a bit more fun with War Thunder. It's a bit more fun because you have
it's
more
realistic.
physics and stuff.
Yeah, it's more physics, more real. You actually do feel like a real M1.
I just worked out the percentage of one of those maps spawning in with the 10 small maps we have. There's an 8% chance one of the large maps will spawn in, compared to 75% of the small maps.
So you checked it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not balance. That's Smite's version of balance.
So we do 75%. Okay.
And it's like I might play World of Warships a little while longer, but I think I'm getting to the point that game may end up going on my naughty list.
It's just a crash. It's just a cash grab on console.
It does feel like that way. It feels like all it is all these little weird, stupid maneuvers, like legendary ships that can be built that are in the tech tree already for free on PC. It's just a cash grab. That's all. I don't want to hear anyone ever say that World of Warships on console is not a cash grab. That's all it is. The legendary tier ships are specific. The 3 new maps are Jean Bart and Jean Bart. Wait, 3 new maps and Jean Bart is a tier 9. Iowa is not a tier 9.
In PC it is, but not in console.
Yeah, on PC it is, but I hope you know Iowa's not a tier 9 on console. And it has been debuffed. The Iowa, let it all burn, LOL. Wait, Bonesinger said, I need my daily dose of salt. And he's like, I want to see the forums explode with Nerf Carrier. They're too OP. And then Tam King's like, I'm with Bonesinger, let it all burn. But let me say something though. Iowa is not a tier 9 on console. On tier 9 Bismarck, are you kidding me? She's a tier 8 on PC. So even Bonesinger's like, yeah, it's like, and that's something that people don't get it. They're not paying attention to console. This is why more YouTubers on World of Warships console need to speak out against wargaming. This is why I stopped playing, because I was the only one being honest about the game. Like literally the only one. Everyone else is just pandering to wargaming. Kind of like certain people pander to high res. So, but it's like
you okay,
he was dying.
No,
he got choked on a J.
Oh, shots fired!
Oh man, but no, it's still though. It's that. All jokes aside, yeah, Iowa's not a tier 9 on console. Iowa is a tier 7, and she feels like a tier 7. And she cannot fight tier 9s and higher on the console if they existed. So, sorry to tell you, what they're about to do is basically ruin console World of Warships. I said she was a tier 8, and community contributors are pushing for legendary tier ships. No, they're not. No, they're not, Steve. They're not. Don't listen to forums. Because a lot of those forums are company people getting into the forums and pushing statistics. No, they're not. If you ask anyone who's ever been in my chats, except for a bacon, If you ask anyone who's ever been in my chats, nobody wants that. Like, we want tier 10, but we want the rest of the ships as well. We don't want this half-assed, give us this but not this. Because it's not fair, and once again, it's a cash grab. This is going to break console World of Warships.
If it wasn't a cash grab, I get giving us the first 7 tiers at the beginning, but by now, since it's already been out for over a year...
No, by now we should at least have tier
everything.
8 or tier 9. We should be at tier 8, tier 9 by this point. Even if they didn't give us carriers, we should have tier 8. Plus, if you want even further proof why World of Warships is a cash grab on console, there are premium ships that are free in the tech tree on PC. Like, there's ships on PC that all you have to do is earn it up to get to it in the tech tree, but on console, it's a premium vessel. Like I said, cash grab, World of Warships console is a cash grab. All it is to juke console players because PC developers think console players are idiots. Which
they do.
Some are, but I'm not gonna front. Some console players are dumb and don't know the difference between a good game and a game that's just robbing you blind. And so tier 1 was removed from console. All the tier 1s on console are now tier 2s on PC. What?
Wait, what?
No.
Don't. If you want to Prime, you to double check that?
Prime,
I was literally just on it. There's tier 1 still.
Yeah, there's tier 1s. I'm gonna end it, Steve, because I feel like you don't know enough about the console side of World of Warships, other than the fact we're getting those legendary ships. That's no offense. It's nothing against you or anything, big guy. It's just no offense. Things just don't add up. Plus, like I said, even though they're coming, it'll just blow it up. To be honest, at this point, much like League, War Thunder just needs to take over. They need to put battleships on War Thunder and ruin wargaming. Just like a certain League is going to smite a certain game.
Yeah. I guess you could say it's gonna bring in a new league.
Oof. But play on words though. Or not, if they want to kill it faster, put them up against PC players. Good point. Good point. But I think this is gonna kill it fast enough. I was kind of hoping that was actually bullcrud about these legendary ships. I was hoping that was like someone was trolling on the internet forums of World of Warships. He said...
You know what I think companies do sometimes?
Tam King's like, he said smart, get him!
You know what I think sometimes companies do or not? I think because they want to just trick their fans into making them pay more money, I feel like they make tons of alt accounts and go onto the forums and just put stuff.
More than likely. There's so much crummy things you can do in today's society to push your agenda without anyone ever knowing it. The internet's a dangerous place. That's why you have to be careful what you hear, even on official sites now. There's no such thing as truth anymore, not on the internet. You're best off using your common sense and your own knowledge as a person to figure out if this is legit or not, and whether this is good or not. That's why I don't let anyone tell me what to think about a video game. Ever. Reviewers, nobody. Hey, don't let War Thunder kill PC World of Warships. I got so many hours. Hey, too bad. No, I'm just kidding. No, but that would be funny. I don't think it would kill PC. To be honest,
yeah, it's a bad game.
To be honest, I don't think it would kill PC World of Warships. I just think it would kill console World of Warships. Much like I think Smitty, we'll give it its joke name. Much how I think Smitty is.
By the way, that's an actual YouTuber.
I know. Shout out to him. But
he's a great guy.
He is he's a cool dude, unlike this game I'm talking about. But no, is my brain. Oh, I lost my train of thought. You distracted me with Smitty. What was I saying? Oh yeah.
Unlike
Oh yeah,
Smitty.
yeah. No, I don't think they'll kill the PC versions of either. I'm pretty sure Smitty's console version will die off. World of Warship's console version would die off if War Thunder added battleships. But I don't think they could kill PC. I think PC's still just too large of a basis and has too much support behind it, whether it be YouTubers or just in general, the amount of people who play the game in general, still at this point, even with it being lower. I don't think they'd ever kill PC, to be honest. I think it would just kill console side of things.
You know what we need
wait,
in this game?
Say that, and then I'm gonna read Tam King what he said.
Okay, we need a Total War game on PC.
You mean console?
Yeah.
Like, you sounded really dumb when you said that. And I was like, Prime? I'm like,
may or may
there's
not have blacked
a ton
out.
of them on PC. You meant console. Oh, that was a serious mistake. Total War fans everywhere just pulled out their knives and are coming to your house.
No, please don't send the gobos. Bro, the gobos are gonna surround me and just stab my kidneys.
Total War will, yeah. No, Tam King's right. Look what he said. Total War will come to next gen, in my opinion. It will. I agree with that statement, too. I think PS5 and Xbox Series X are going to bring Total War to console somehow.
Please bring Total War Warhammer 2 and give us all the DLCs and
I
everything.
doubt that. It'll probably be a new one. We might get the old ones, but I have a feeling we'll get new ones. What's up? What's up?
About that Crusader. I found out what the official name was. Crusader Kings 3.
I already knew that, but is it actually in the store, James?
No, it's not. They're still in development. You have to pre-order it, and it's.
But can you pre-order it in the PSN store?
I don't know. They haven't really said much about it.
I'll go look here in a little bit. I wish I could show this to the chat and see because if that's true, I'll get that on console. I know it's weird because I could just get it on PC, but that's one of those that I want more. That makes sense. But here's the thing that worries me. That only might be happening. Wait, which Xbox? One or Series X?
Hey. Did it say it? No, it was in. Oh no, it was the Xbox Game Pass, so probably both.
Pass? Maybe. So that's Series X.
I'll double check.
So I think that's next gen. So, which makes sense. That's what Tam King just said. Like most RTSs won't come until next gen, because the Pro is good, but when you see something like Warhammer and how many units are on the screen. And how much shit is happening, and it still makes your frames drop on certain computers, even mine. Oh yeah, the Pro would have a heart attack.
Oh no, the Pro. I think the Pro would go to like 10 frames. And the regular one would go to like 2.
It'd be like watching a flash frame from the 50s. You know those pictures that would move as you flipped them? Those picture books?
The only way they could do it is do it like there's this one game, Baron played it, this mass game, it's like tabs, but more units, more everything.
On console?
No, on PC.
It doesn't count if it's on PC, we're not talking about PC.
Well, no, but it has a concept that could help. It renders and de-renders when it gets close. So if it gets close, it renders it. But if it gets far away, it de-renders it.
You know,
just makes them go less graphics.
Hold on. Did you not? This is why I told you to finish that video. This goes because you don't. This goes.
No, I did not at all.
I know you didn't because you just said something that's really dumb. I hope you know all console games use that technique. They have to.
No, yeah, I know.
No, I mean they literally have to. Prime. The only reason why that game did that is because that company was smaller, so they had to do that on PC. But technically, you don't have to do that on PC. You don't need to do the unrender and render. That's only a console port, because that's what consoles have been doing for generations. Because it's their only way to load in high graphics maps is they have to unrender other portions you're not seeing anymore. But remember, I talked to you about this. There's one game on console that does this, and it's GTA. that does not do this. It freezes all the units in place. I've seen this in a test video of someone.
Yeah, but you wouldn't really
PS4.
be able to do that on 40K. On
no,
Warhammer, I mean.
You couldn't. No, you couldn't. You're right. Well, you couldn't.
Like for the actual battles, you couldn't.
No, yeah, no, not for the actual tactical battles. No, you need to see the whole map. But like the world map, the movements you don't see in the fog of war, you could just say that they're where the programming says there are. You don't need a physical entity because you can't see it. So.
Yeah, but then once you uncover more of the map, it's gonna get worse and worse, exactly like GTA.
Worse and worse. Yeah, you're right. And then the frames will start dropping. Good point.
There's a glitch where you can make more people spawn on it, and like it's an infinite spawn glitch, and it breaks GTA completely.
Wait, he said you could do a pro Total War, but you would need to reduce the unit size by a lot. Yeah, they have to be like.
It's not as good.
It's not as good though. I agree with Prime, but Tam King is right. There's a couple games on console that's similar. Grand Ages, that's the one I was thinking about.
And also the reason why it's so good is because the unit health.
Yeah. The one we have
is the same to the amount of units. So like if something has like 100 health, it has 100 units. That's why it's so good.
Wait, hold on. Now, what if a Creative Assembly which is the people I think that make Total War, do a exclusive deal with Microsoft? They've worked together before. I mean, that kind of fuels me going towards the Series X just a little. Just saying, just a little. That gives Xbox a little fighting power in my corner, if that were a thing. This is something me and Prime talked about. Those rumors about Steam and Epic joining forces with Sony and Xbox, Steam with Xbox, Epic with Sony, is getting bigger. And with Epic doing that tech demo for Sony, I'm wondering if those rumors are true. That if Epic and Steam have merged, not literally merged, but have put their work together and are now going to help give their games to each other.
Or not, that's not far off. Why would they be putting PC-powered stuff inside their consoles?
I mean, I thought about that. There's so much stuff that's pointing towards now this isn't just a rumor anymore. It's still a rumor, don't get me wrong. But what I mean, like, it's not just a rumor anymore, is that legitly we're seeing things that could make this legit now. Like, that this could actually be real this time. And not all those times where we all wished it was real. Yeah. Like, legit, it might be a thing now. And so, I don't know. We'll have to see. Only time will tell when it comes to stuff like that. Only time will tell. But, hey, look, I got just like...
Bacon! Yay! He's come back!
I told you.
We love you, Bacon.
It could not be Bacon.
I ate a little bit of you yesterday.
Wait, it could be that, or it could be It could be a Scotsman.
Or it could be what?
I said it could be that, or it could be a Scotsman.
Hashtag
or it could be a pink-haired chick.
That's the same person as I'm pretty sure Bacon was.
Yeah, I know.
So that doesn't count. That's the same person. I said two different people right there. You said same person. Let's see. The third-party exclusives are not as popular anymore. Much more cash to be made by releasing on all platforms. That's true, which is why I think Epic has gone to Sony for help, and I think Steam has gone to Microsoft for help. These are the rumors. Because Steam is good, and Steam has a decent amount of money, but as the years have gone by, they have had some issues here and there. But that's only because sometimes Steam doesn't make the best decisions, but neither does Epic. So I can't really say one's worse than the other in that case, when it comes to stuff like that.
I think they really had to pick and choose their battles because Steam is... I would think that Steam would go to Sony, not Epic.
No.
I mean, not Xbox.
Why? Tell me what logic behind that when Steam's been on a Microsoft platform for years.
It has?
What do you think Windows is?
Well, I knew that it was on PC, but I didn't know it was on Steam.
What do you think runs, other than Mac, what do you think runs all PCs in this world?
I may be an idiot, but at least I know that.
Other than Mac.
You know, James,
Windows.
Windows.
Windows. Who makes Windows?
Microsoft.
So who will Steam end up with?
Microsoft.
And who has Epic had more games with?
PlayStation.
Thank you.
It's like one of those little kids. PlayStation.
It's just that you are a kid.
Well, you are, but
No,
not
but like
that
one of those
much, yeah.
really little kids.
Yeah, he's talking about like an 8-year-old. It's like,
Again, this fits your description, pal.
Okay.
okay. Let's see, probably still get a couple of studios doing exclusives, but most will be multi-platform. Yeah, like Naughty Dog, probably Rockstar. This is just Sony side I'm giving as an example for right now. My brain, Square Enix.
Do you think that they could be with both? Do you think Steam might go with both of them?
No. I don't think... If they could, they probably would. But I have a feeling Microsoft ain't gonna have that. They'll probably be like, you go with them, we drop our deal. Because that's how the business works. You gotta, that's how good business is. I hate to say it, that's... Money talks, and also so do deals. If they were to try to say we're also going to sign with Sony and do the same thing, Xbox would immediately back out of that and say, well, that's on you. Good luck getting endorsed. Because in the business realm, you have to grease the wheel, butter it up, and be like, hey, I'll give you this if you help us. It puts the lotion on the skirt.
No! I climbed the ladder the American way with a briefcase in my hand and in my mouth.
Oh, jeez.
You remember that video?
Oh, man, I do remember that. Let's see. Ken King said, want to see how the Sony and Microsoft Cloud deal pans out? I do, too. That's another big deal that both have got going. And they got planned for Cloud... And the plan... What they got planned for Cloud could be huge. It does. Both of them are trying to get rid of discs entirely. They want to eventually stream games, much like everything else, and have them only on the cloud at some point. It's where everything is going on the internet, not just gaming, everything. Videos, movies, TV series.
You know people are streaming PCs? Like straight up. You can have like a regular computer.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
And it streams from a supercomputer in an office.
I've heard that. I thought about that at one time, but I realized I think you have to pay for it, and it costs a lot.
You do.
So again, advanced game physics, worlds powered by the cloud. That's good. See, that's what I'm saying. There's some big stuff this next gen. Whether you're going to be Xbox, and this is something that's also intriguing me right now. Whether you're Xbox person or a Sony person, other than game lineup, because I'm still confused about Sony's lineup, other than game lineup, both have, not identical, but damn near the same specs. So, you're not really getting less of a system no matter which one you go with that you prefer. All you're going to be having to judge it on is which is going to have more games that are fun to play, that you as a person enjoy personally, and that's what I think going to make the decision this year. I don't think it has anything to do with specs this year. This year, the systems are going to do what they need to do. They are what they are. But what's going to win who wins what is going to be game choice, what deals actually go through, what falls through, what things they can actually accomplish that they're promising.
If Steam does go to Xbox, I'm sorry PS4, but I'm going to Xbox. I like PS4 way more,
that is almost a deal killer for me as well, because that gives me. I'm not an Epic Game Store person. I've only bought one thing from the Epic Game Store. And that's that Mech Warrior game that we were playing on the channel. Other than that, I've never bought anything from the Epic Game Store ever. Like, ever. I don't really like it. I don't like the way it works. It's not very user-friendly in my opinion. There's also no mod workshop where you can mod your games. Because that's something Steam has had advantage over everyone for years. is that its ability to mod games and change them into a completely different game because of the community. It's like, that is something that still to this day, if it turns out Microsoft grabs Steam, Sony's gonna have to give me their A game. They're gonna have to be like, we're giving you this, 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 and this. I don't know what that'd be, but something amazing. To keep me on board permanently. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to say again, whichever system I get first, I will get the other one a year later. So the first year will be whatever one I get first. Then the next year, I'll get the other one. This is going to be the first time, and literally in a long time in my life, I've owned both systems. But I'm going to spread them out over a year. We'll have to see. Mods keep games alive. They do. Let me see what Tam King said. So, Tam King said...
Unless they're constantly getting updated, then that's not true.
That's, yeah, good point.
Like Warhammer. Mods don't really need... You don't really need mods to enjoy Warhammer.
You don't, but there is a mod that makes it even more Warhammer. Like, there's a mod that makes the orcs collect their actual currency.
Really?
Yeah, they collect teeth. Like, it's their currency is teeth, not gold.
It's like, need money? Just go attack these humans.
So there are still mods that make it better, but let me read what Tam King said. So, advanced game physics, worlds powered by cloud, take a lot off the load off of console by AI physics on cloud. They do. Less consoles will burn up like mine did. It's like, so I agree with that. There's so much stuff. You could have servers with thousands of players on a cloud. You could. The Steel Faith overhaul. That's what it's called. Bone Singer told me what it's called. It's called the SFO for short mod. Steel Faith overhaul. But it lets orcs actually gather teeth. It's really freaky. Plus, there's better building chains and stuff. Like, there's not just linear chains. Like, the buildings actually serve more purposes in the real.
That would actually be really cool because not only will you just, like... Do you also use gold or it just changes to gold? Or you just change teeth instead of gold?
No, it changes to teeth. There is no gold.
Okay, so, but does the mod also let you get them from killing people?
Yes. I mean, you get gold from killing people too, technically, so it's the same still. It's still the same mechanic.
Oh, nice.
But it just makes more sense for them. It makes more sense for them, so... Fight Chaos and Steel Faith is complete suicide. They got tons of new units. Yeah, Chaos is the most updated in that mod. Because Chaos gets all of its Chaos clans. Meaning all the different worshippers of the different demons. So they get a ton of new mods. I mean, a ton of new units. They get Crone Blood God units. They get Shazink unit. They get all kinds. So they are the hardest to fight in the Steel Faith overall. Don't fight them until you're almost in game. Until you're at in game level. They will ruin you, and pray they don't target you early in the game.
I would make a wolf people mod where it turns the humans into wolves.
There's probably one somewhere for the Norska that does that makes the skin wolves start as humans.
Oh, that one would be cool.
Because they're called skin wolves in Warhammer, but it would make them start as humans. Probably.
No,
I don't know if this exists.
Like the human stars wolves.
Wait,
well,
what?
like not like the unit, just they put a skin over the people as wolves. So it just makes like a complete wolf army.
No, but there's already werewolves. I told you this already.
Yeah, I know, but you can have more wolves. Wolf people.
Technically, the Steel Faith overhaul already adds more wolves.
Oh.
To the Norska. They have more... They actually have an extra commander in there that is a wolf commander in the Norska. Like, he's a skin wolf, but he's a commander.
What?
But he's really OP. They didn't balance him. He beats freaking Wolfric's ass every time. They did not balance him. I used to have that mod a long time ago for the first game. During Warhammer 1 Steel Faith overhaul. And I had that commander. I played it just because I figured I was like, wow, this is cool.
You know what I want right now?
And
the
Archaon gets a Chaos Dragon in the mod. He gets a giant demon dragon.
That name is hilarious to me. The Titty Fiddle Muncher.
Oh yeah. By the way, that's a real name, guys, of a character. That's,
in the new update for the Gobos, literally the Gobos. One of their mages is a water troll, a river troll.
Yeah.
And her name is the Titty Fiddle Muncher.
By the way, I want to say a shout out to us playing the DLC when it comes out on Warhammer 2. I'm excited because
it adds some pretty cool mechanics.
Yeah, because it adds a ton of new mechanics that are awesome for the greenskins. A ton of units that the goblins have been missing this whole time that makes them harder to play with so much. Even Skarsnik. Like, there's no real mechanic. I mean, you can be good with them still, but this new mechanic makes Gobos way more viable. Like, way more viable, way more usable, at least in vanilla. SFO makes the High Elves mega OP. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would make that. That's why
Let's just say, this is the only thing we're going to say about it, it's pre-Sigmar.
Yeah, at this point I'm starting to think that we're getting pre-Sigmar now. Like, we're getting to the point that the Age of Sigmar is going to happen soon. Because, at least, well, soon, hashtag, in gaming terms, soon. Because this new faction feels like the Iron Jaws, but with Gobos. It feels like it's the early version of the Iron Jaws before they merged. Because they get to make armor for themselves. Not to spoil too much. Like scrap armor. And that's what the Iron Jaws have. Because I have some Iron Jaws. That's who I play. Well, play is a strong word. I play small battles. The one time I've ever played any tabletop, I have Iron Jaws. That's who my unpainted little army is. They're Iron Jaws.
Did you lose?
I did. But that's because I suck at tabletop. I don't know how to play. Who did you fight? Just some random person at the store that was teaching me how to play. I lost though, but I figured I would. I tried, but there's a lot that goes into it. I'd have to play it a lot more. We need the Ogre Kingdoms, Chaos Dwarves, and Kislev. I agree. There is an Ogre Kingdom that's missing from the fantasy, and Kislev has no main commander for some reason. And the Chaos Dwarves. As the rival to the regular Dwarves. I do wish that we did have Chaos Dwarves. Those are actually kind of cool. They're my only dwarves I kind of like to play. I'm not a fan of the regular ones.
If you play Vortex, you're gonna completely just ruin, and I say ruin the dwarves on your left.
Oh, I know, because normally Gobos suck against dwarves, but not if they're wearing armor.
And also you can confederate and use them as a secondary army just real quick, and then you disband them after you take their trolls. Because you're not going to be able to build trolls or not for quite a while, so you need to get them from them. You don't have to, but that's what I would do.
Long while if you're playing pacifist with greenskins. And you're confederating, but I don't play pacifist with greenskins. I
so
only
just
do this with
auto-combat them and wipe them out?
James knows what I mean. I only do this with Vader.
You know what's scary?
Hold up. I only do this with Darth Vader. And I might... And...
Are not.
What's up?
You know what's scary?
Kislev is Russian.
They were equal against the dwarves with only Gobos. They had an equal in a siege battle.
I know. Because the Gobos are wearing freaking armor now. So
actually,
they have to have...
didn't have armor.
Oh.
He just had Doug Gobos upgrade.
Oh, so he just upgraded a bunch on Doug Gobos. That's probably what I would do. He sounds like the very beginning...
That's one of his things. It's one of his upgrades.
I know that. It's also Skarsnik's starting thing. So he sounds like he has the same first 2 turns as Skarsnik. At least similar. Upgrade your Gobos immediately in your level for your commanders so they can get better
give
stats.
Them Doug Gobos.
Yeah, immediately upgrade the thing that makes the goblins like hard to kill, as if they're tiny, tiny orcs. And then after that, you can do what you want. Also, Braytonia finally get good infantry, dismounted knights. Woo! Ooh, that's cool. But yeah, I agree. Kislev, I didn't know Kislev was Russian. Kind of makes sense because when you're near them, they have a bear on their flag. Huh? I didn't know there were Russians in.
Well, first you want the extended move points, obviously.
But
that
you
always
know,
comes first.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't technically do that. Me and him don't do that. Like he does that. I don't do that. Because early
well,
games...
then just go straight for Dagabas and just wipe everything.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I do with Skarsnik, because most of the time, at least with Skarsnik, I'll have to see...
Oh, Skarsnik's gonna get it.
No, you're not...
Oh wait, no, not that... No, okay, never mind. I was being dumb. He's getting the other part.
Yeah, but you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about. So, blue, the movement thing. For Skarsnik, this is pointless. Because... Skarsnik, where he spawns, I don't know about Paunch, but or Grom. We'll have to see. But with Skarsnik, your first two things you buy, skill-wise, are your Gobbo upgrades and anything that makes Skarsnik a little stronger. Because getting upgraded movement for Skarsnik is a waste of a skill point, especially early game. Because most of his opponents are not that far from him. They're like right there. Hell, the dwarves are literally, if we're going to go by tiles, just assume that they're each a tile. Like each movement when you're moving your character is a tile. They're only like 4 tiles away. So, they're like right there. And so are the humans. They're 4 tiles. Ah, my hair. My beard keeps getting in my mouth. They're like 4 tiles. Tires. They're 4 tires away. No, but they're 4 tiles away also from the Empire, aka Franz, Karl Franz, where Skarsnik starts. So you have 2 targets like right there. So getting movement is a waste of a skill point. Now I don't know about Grom. I'll see. I judge it depending on where I start and what's around me and how close it is. We'll see when I play it. But if it looks like they're only like at most 6 to 7 tiles out, I'm not getting that first. I'm going to go for army and Grom upgrades first. That way I can obliterate my first couple opponents immediately. I actually did the same thing with Snitch, because Snitch is kind of nearby to people too. I didn't need to get him his movement one either. That's why he started so OP. Have you tried the AA trucks in War Thunder or not? I have. They're pretty good. Some of them are better than others, but the AA trucks are actually pretty decent. Let me give you an example. Don't I have a German one? Or did I? Who was it that I went down the actual AA line?
Are you still playing?
We're about to end. We've been talking this whole time. We've just been vlogging now. I hate when we do that. You gotta stop doing that so I can focus ending streams. I mean, it's kind of not funny because we just talked about a whole different game this whole time over War Thunder.
That is true.
I don't like that.
2 different games, actually.
No, comparing it to World of Warships is different. It's a similar game. But not Warhammer. Okay, here we go. This one. Here's one of them. That. The Wirbelwind AA tank for the Germans can kill tanks. It can't kill heavy tanks, mind you, at least not easily. It can, but it's not. It has to shoot them in a very specific spot. But medium and light tanks, depending on what they are, this thing will eat through their armor and just, it's like a minigun just went, boom, and just went straight through you.
Oh, R9 is the American minigun one. Will that go through your armor?
Yeah, but that's like way up. That one doesn't count. That's literally a minigun. Like literally a minigun. I'll show you the one he's talking about.
Bullets flying around.
Yeah, I'll show you the one Prime just mentioned. This is another good example. Technically, the Americans have a lot of good AA, but they're really squishy. Like, they have good guns and can do damage to tanks, but up until the one he says, they're all mounted on trucks. So they die. Oh yeah, against planes it's amazing. Americans have the best ones against planes too. Huh.
I'm gonna be able to sleep. It's almost 4 in the morning.
Oh, you're getting tired? That's fine, James. We'll play some League in the morning.
Right, good night, everyone.
Good night, bro. Bye. But I'll show you all the one Prime's talking about, and then we'll wrap it up there. I gotta find it. I think it's this one. Yep.
Pretty sure it's one of the rightmost trees.
This is it. M16A3. Look at that. This is an American AA tank.
Honestly, I don't know why we still don't have those just for infantry.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, no, we still use these today. There's a newer one, I think, but we still use these. These are actually used for crowd control.
Dude, imagine like they're all like it's like you just see millions of people rushing over, then you see 4 of those tanks just pull up.
Yeah, that's bad. That's an infantry's worst nightmare is the M163. But yeah, that thing can kill. To be honest, if you're good with it, you can kill an XM1 or an Abrams with that thing. Looks like the gun on an A10. I actually think that's what it is. I think it's the A10 Warthog gun mounted on a tank. That's what I think it is.
I'll be right back.
But I think we're gonna wrap it up here, everybody. We had some good ones tonight. I'm gonna, even though we weren't playing it, I'm gonna leave this Leopard 1, this beautiful Leopard 1 to stare at. Let's see, Bone Singer said, well, bye, Ardnot. You're gonna be building ships in Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought. Oh yeah, you told me about that. I need to check that out on computer next time I get it. Is it on Steam, by the way, if you're still there, Bone Singer? Is that game a Steam game? Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought? But Tam King said, fun stream, Ardnot. Have a good one, y'all. You too, Tam King. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And even to the person who left a dislike, well, sorry you didn't like it.
That's your fault.
But peace and loves, everybody. I hope you all had an awesome one tonight, and I wish you all an amazing one. I love you all as always. I'm gonna look up that game and find out what it is, if it's on Steam or not, at some point. Probably tomorrow if I don't forget, because I completely forgot it was a thing. Wait, no, the game is in closed alpha. Gotta buy it at the website. Okay, good to know. I'll check it out then. I don't think I can get it right now then. I didn't know if it was free yet or not, so it's still an alpha. Okay. I will check it out still though, but thank you, Bone Singer. But alright everybody, peace and love. I love you all. Thank you for joining for another War Thunder stream tonight. Sorry War Thunder. Sorry Gaijin. For another War Thunder stream. And we will be doing tomorrow, more than likely, either more War Thunder. If I re-download it tomorrow in the morning, maybe Star Wars, since it might be server-based, because Tam King told me he's pretty sure multiplayer is server-based. So I think we're okay on that. But we'll see. Prime killed your fleet.
Hell, wait. Why would I kill Guardian Corps?
He's playing the. You're playing the Russians. How is he on the Russians?
I guess because I play the Russian tanks? I don't know.
He's the Russian Caesar, is what she said. Well, that's interesting.
What is that even in?
It's called a game called Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought.
Wait, and how am I in? Oh, she just put me in a ship?
I guess. I don't know how it works. I've never played the game. Kremlin is gonna die. But alright, Buzzsinger. You have a good one tonight. I'm gonna check out that game. Peace and loves, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Good night. Oh, I pressed the wrong button because it's a new PS4.